Can you believe it, man? Ted Wasana actually invite us to his home. What a place. I can't tell if that's a high-def TV or window overlooking African safari.
You know, it's funny. Even another person's money can make me happy.
Oh, man. Look at that swimming pool. The classic simple rectangle, the tiles so tastefully filigreed. That is the pool of a man of substance.
Welcome, Con and Min. I hope you're enjoying yourselves.
Your home is beautiful, Ted.
Thank you. As fellow Laotians, I knew you would appreciate the lowland influences on the architecture and decor.
Yeah. So, did it come with that pool, or did you have to put it in?
Min, Con, I'd like you to meet my dear friend, the Guk Fang.
Legendary Lao guerrilla fighter who lead brave assaults against communist forces?
I am that same soldier.
How about that, man? This guy's serious butt kicker. Anyway, I'm sorry they kill all your friends.
Yes, that was unhappy for me. But every day, I devote to honoring their memory, to preserving the culture of our people.
Yeah, well, that sounds good. Now, about the pool. What you think a smaller version of it in my backyard cost? And remember, I want same tiles you use with Ted Wasana's pool.
Right. Here's my estimate.
Ah!
Yep.
Yep. My dreams are shattered.
Yep, mine too. Have a beer.
Ever since I see Ted's pool, I can think of nothing but having one in my own backyard. But it's too expensive.
Well, it doesn't have to be. A pool is basically a concrete shell with a suction and return system and some motor-assisted plumbing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just need to find a few guys who enjoy doing construction in their spare time and offer them the rights to use the pool.
Something's happening here.
Oh, my God. We're going to build a pool.
Really?
This hard hat is my armor. When you're working construction, your head is still your most valuable tool, so you've got to protect it.
Huh.
A rectangular pool. It'll be like having a mid-level motel next door.
I can't believe it. That giant hole filled with dirt is the place I'm gonna spend the rest of my childhood.
Well, before you do, you're going to train in swimming, CPR, and pool etiquette.
Huh. I'm still excited.
Is it possible that our life has finally achieved total perfection? Tell me, what is Connie's grade point average? Is it A?
A+.
And what kind of steak is that? Is it choice?
Prime.
And the pool in my backyard, is it a hallucination?
No, it's real.
So it is true then. Our lives are nearly perfect. Only missing element is membership in Nine Rivers Country Club.
Well, Ted Wasanasong is on membership committee.
Of course. And he like us now. All this coming together very nicely. Oh, hello, Ted. Well, this is hilarious. I just come to shop for new 5-iron, but then I run into you guys.
Oh, Con, good to see you. We're on our way to distribute food to the poor.
Is that euphemism for playing round of golf because I'm in?
Con, you do know that it's Baka Pusa today, don't you?
It is one of our most sacred holidays.
All right. I guess it slipped my mind. But only momentarily, because tonight, Min and I throw Makapusa celebration dinner at our house. I insist that you both join us.
Well, that would be super. I accept.
Really? Oh, okay then. I see you tonight. You know, it's so nice that lately you and I able to spend more time to...
The poor.
Oh, yes, the poor. I hope they get more money soon.
Good morning. We're here to sign my son up for a course in CPR. We're essentially getting a pool.
Well, we have a basic one-day course. We also have a 2-week course, which includes advanced emergency care for infants and seniors.
He'll take the 2-week course.
What?
Your grandfather might come to visit, and I'd like to be able to say we did everything we could.
Gentlemen, I'd like to make a toast to a man whose backyard soil was of a consistency which made for hassle-free excavation and had no interfering sewage lines.
Hey, Con! Dinner guests are here!
Already? Oh, I wanted everything perfect. Start assembling my pool furniture.
Good evening, Con. I hope it's all right if I brought a few of our Laotian friends.
Certainly. I think we got enough pina coladas. Margarpuja just starting in backyard. And ta-da! Ted, look who is getting a swimming pool. Yeah, redneck neighbors built it for me. Maybe next I have them build me railroad. How that for revenge?
Con, the railroads were built by the Chinese, not Laotians.
Same difference. It's just joke. Maybe too far?
A word if we may. Naguk and I feel that you've become grievously disconnected from your heritage. It's as though you've completely forgotten that you're Lao.
What? That's not true.
Take a look around, Con. Can you point to one Lao artifact in your home? Can you recall the last conversation you had that was not in English?
In our homeland, the Lao man is oppressed by his government. But inside of you, the Lao man is oppressed by himself. You destroy your own ethnic identity. It is sterilized in the chlorinated waters of your swimming pool.
Oh.
You've become what is known as a banana.
Banana?
Consider the properties of a banana, Con. Its skin is yellow, but its insides are white.
Oh, but I'm not white.
Okay, everyone, stakes on! Who needs ketchup?
They call me Banana Man. That crazy, right?
Of course, you're very Asian, very Lao.
But Ted say there no visible evidence of my heritage. People magazine. Didn't we have a subscription to Changnabori Maung weekly?
Well, I guess it must have run out.
There's not one stinking trace of our homeland in this place. If stranger walk in here, he says, this must be where Johnny Smith lived. Not Con Sufat, Oh my God, I cannot say my own name.
Oh, calm down now. You can still say your own name. You're just freaking out right now. You spoke perfect Lao to your own mother just last week. Wait, are you saying goodnight or are you cursing at me?
You see, Connie can't even speak Lao. That is messed up, man.
Maybe you're right. We could connect a little more to our heritage.
Yes, that's an excellent plan. Connie, you remember the gong we hit during American Idol? Let me show you what it's really for.
Huh. These weeds weren't here yesterday.
Hands off, redneck. That's my celery. The Lao people are self-sufficient. We grow our own food. We don't rely on big supermarket to nurse us like helpless calf at mother's teat.
Well, okay then. We're gonna swim now.
Have fun, hopeless Americans. Enjoy splashing around in your river that leads to nowhere. Yeah, great to be back in touch with my roots. Men by beautiful piece by Lao artist. Painting of people toiling in rice paddies.
It's great to support Lao culture, Cod, but your home is still a shrine to American material luxury.
I guess I'm a little confused. I cannot help but notice your state-of-the-art home theater system and your four-car garage.
Sure, I own all these things, but they don't own me. I'll try to explain. This is man of Luang Namtha, carved by a native Highlander more than 300 years ago. It's the embodiment of the Lao spirit. This is my link. As long as I carry this, everything else is meaningless.
So I just keep one of those in my pocket and I can have a big screen TV. You got an extra one of those guys lying around?
Unfortunately, you're not ready yet. It wouldn't mean to you what it means to me.
So, what for dinner?
Is that a joke? You know damn well it's rice and meat.
Oh, of course. I get so used to American diet of extreme variety. Yeah, this better. Oh. Look out! I will now tell stories of my childhood in Laos. Growing up in the village, I had 2 chickens. One of them was named Fuma.
Marco! All right, ready?
I don't recall the name of the other chicken, but sometimes I would put both of the chickens in the wheelbarrow. This was very funny.
I'm a submarine.
You know, sometimes I think I'd like to visit Indiana. Is that weird? Hey, man, you know, I don't go with that feeling, man.
I think that's a great dream, Hank.
Thank you. Boy, Con's in there right now beating himself up for God knows why when he could be out here floating under the stars.
It's wild. 10 yards away, a man suffers, but I'm still completely able to enjoy his pool. I guess I'm just growing up.
ได้จังได้
Lao manคนดีจะครอบครัวดี
Would it shame our entire people if I sit on chair?
This is not about comfort. This is about being true to who we are. It's about never being called banana again. What we need is to focus harder.
พอสิไปล้ำกับมัน
Look who passed!
Way to go, Bobby.
Yay!
Congratulations, man.
Let's hit the pool!
Oh, God!
Con, what the hell did you do to our swimming pool?
It now reflecting pool. We need peaceful space in which we can meditate.
We had a deal.
Oh, you had deal with old Khan, the homogenized, Americanized Khan. That Khan no longer exists, and neither does pool.
I learned CPR for nothing? I went to school on a Saturday.
So help me, the only thing keeping me from wishing a pox on your house is that your house is next to my house and the pox could spread.
And Connie finally getting used to eating fermented fish chunks and rice husks.
So how does it feel, God, to rediscover your roots?
Well, it's not always fun. But as I recall, life in Laos not always so fun. So I guess I'm on right track, right?
Rug,
Oh, dear.
Khan, right now the Lao community is not taken seriously. The Cuban exile community in Florida is taken very seriously. Do you know why?
Gloria Estefan?
No. They wield political influence in this country while maintaining ties to rebel groups in their mother country.
In the mountains of our homeland, there is still a small but determined movement, a resistance to the communist regime.
Imagine it, Khan, a free and independent Laos.
Yeah, that sounds great.
With men like Ted Wasanasong leading the way, the dream can become real.
Yes, but an undertaking like this can only work with total commitment.
Oh, I'd be happy to write a check.
No, Khan. We want you to join the armed resistance and fight for us on the front lines.
Front lines?
Oh, yes, Khan, there may be risks, but I wonder, is life as a banana better than death? Or is it worse? Will you join us, Khan?
Of course he will join us. He is a proud Lao man, willing to shed his blood for our mother country.
That's crazy!
For first time, I feel pride. I feel like true Laotian. And you say it crazy.
I'm saying that in a matter of days, you chuck all the furniture and pick up machine gun. Maybe it's time to take stock.
You know what I think? I think you're starting to sound a lot like... a banana!
Con, that's ridiculous.
No time to argue. I have training, then I'm supposed to build sandbag fortress around Ted's house.
Connie, you can stop hulling rice. We're going to Whataburger.
Come on.
Nice shot, Tom.
Sit down out.
Oh!
McCook!
You are a disgrace. You won't survive 5 minutes in combat. Especially you.
I can't have this. I talked Councilman Everett into making the first Tuesday in May Lao Freedom Day. We are parading from the nail salon to the boba tea shop, and we are going to look smart doing it.
三文有關聯，哇！冇事被人融入，乃勢nom合，白國望把咪排肉，哇！三文有關聯。
Yep.
Yep.
What happened to your face, Con? Finally steal a pull from someone who knows how to fight?
No, it training accident. I take butt of rifle to the face.
Ha! What poetic justice. You steal a pull and then the butt of a rifle steals the health of your face.
Hey, you treat me with respect. I happen to be colonel in Ted Wasanasong's army.
Yeah, I still don't really get what that is. I just want the god-dang pool back, so clean it up, and then you can spend the rest of your life running around like a jackass with Ted Wasanasong.
Run around like jackass? Ah! Shows what you know. At any moment, Ted could call me, say code word Siddhartha, and then I'm not just running around like jackass anymore, buddy boy.
Uh-huh. And what happens when Ted says Siddhartha?
Well, we get on cargo plane and fly to Laos. If we are not blown apart by anti-aircraft fire, we parachute into mountains. If we're not shot on way down, or die on impact, we march into capital. And then, well, we probably all be shot or run over with tank. Some of us may get taken prisoner, and then most likely they torture us or re-educate us and then put us in their army. Huh.
Anyone else notice he cuts a pretty nice figure in uniform?
Don't start, Con. I'm not turning it off.
Who were her guests?
Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson.
What were they plugging?
Fitness tape.
Oh. When I was a banana, I would have eaten that up with a spoon.
You know, I'm getting sick and tired of that word.
You and me both. I don't know what's worse, being sent on suicide mission in Laos, or having Ted Wasanasong tell me,
I'm sorry, Con, but your salute is not crisp enough.
Why you let Ted Wasanasong tell you what to do, what to like, what to think? Isn't that why we fled the communists in Laos and the homeowners association in Orange County?
well, yeah, but...
Con, don't you want to hear beautiful strains of Brahms come off Connie's violin? To eat yourself silly on baby back ribs and then fall backwards in your sparkling swimming pool like those iced tea ads you love so much.
Hey, Ted. I want to thank you for making me remember who I am and where I come from. But I won't be needing these anymore.
I don't understand. How do you plan to parade without your uniform?
Oh, my parading days are done. It's like this. If you want someone to play a round of golf, give me a call. If you want someone to feel guilty about the way they choose to live, call someone else.
Dominga!
Here she comes. We get her every year.
This is the one day a year my dad disappoints me.
Feeling a little left out, are you, Bobby? Well, you shouldn't. I got something in the truck just for you.
You like your birthday bone, don't you, girl?
Look, everybody!
What the hell is that?
It's my new pet, Josh. Lucky gave it to me.
He's gonna be such a great father.
Get that snake off you this instant. I will not sit by and watch you be strangled in my very own home.
Lucky, you're taking that dang thing back.
I don't know, Hank. Snakes make pretty cool pets. They don't have legs, so they can't run away from you. And no matter how hard you cuddle it, you can't break it.
No, snakes are awful pets. It's like a breathing stick, staring at you all weird. Now put it down.
Okay.
It's coming to kill me. It knows I'm a Christian.
Whoa, I ain't never seen it do that before. It's agitated.
Somebody go get Dale.
If I leave, you guys will let me back in, right?
People should just have dogs. Well, Dale, what do you think? You think you might want to grab it?
This is going to take time, Hank. I'm trying to break its spirit, but it's an alpha snake, whilst I am clearly a beta snake. Clever opening gambit. Game on. Ha! Well, it's in the toilet. Too late.
No, it's not. Quick, grab it.
Sorry, Hank. I'm a private contractor. This is now a public matter. Once that snake's head crosses the rim threshold, it's the county's problem.
County's problem? Come on, do something.
Not to worry, the county animal control guys are the best. I've personally seen Tommy and Rollo kill a gopher with a pigeon.
The species is a Burmese python around 6 feet long. It escaped down the toilet at 11:46.
So what do you want us to do about it?
I'd like you to catch it.
Little League field's clean. They don't pay us enough for this. And this Yahoo wants us to catch his pet snake.
It's not my pet, but it is your job.
Yeah, well, we don't get paid the kind of money the cops and firemen do. Not even close. But when City Hall's run over by possums, they don't make them disappear. We do.
Yeah, you think it's just magic. Well, it's the kind of magic you do with a ball-peen hammer in a deserted place.
This is the magic I believe in. I pay my taxes and you find that snake. People hate them, and if they find out that a 6-foot one is loose in the sewer, it could cause a panic.
Panic? Maybe this could cause a panic. Mr. Hill, I am putting this matter to the top of our agenda. Here's a form that will expedite things.
Finally. Paperwork. Now we're getting somewhere.
That guy's serious. We might have to do something.
We are going to do something. Nothing. The longer that snake is out there, the more the town panics, the more valuable we become. That snake is our ticket to crazy overtime.
Well, all I know is I had to raise a little hell in there. But sometimes that's what you gotta do to get the proper forms.
And switching now to a breaking story, we go live to the Heimlich County Animal Control Department.
12-foot-long Burmese python escaped earlier today. From what we can piece together, an untrained animal hobbyist, Hank Hill, purchased this animal as a joke, grew bored with it, and apparently flushed it down the toilet.
That's not true. I don't believe this. They're lying on the news.
Are they talking about Josh?
People think these animals make good pets, but they don't. They're cold-blooded killers. Literally.
Chilling. And now we go to our own Nancy Hicks Gribble, live on the scene.
Oh, no, don't show our house. No.
Thanks, Miguel. Neighbors such as myself describe Mr. Hill as a quiet and somewhat rigid man, and the last person you'd expect to release such a deadly threat into this community's hearts and homes.
You know, I always thought we'd be on TV for being murdered in our sleep.
Dang it, my phone is ringing off the hook. You boys need to catch this snake.
That's what I told him.
We are doing everything possible. The snake that was set loose in our community is a vicious predator, and it cannot be caught on the cheap. It's going to take time. It might take time and a half. Golden time. And hazard pay, thank you.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Our budget's too tight as it is.
This is a crisis of public safety, Don. It appears my colleague here is soft on snakes.
Are you kidding me? Nobody hates snakes more than I do.
Well, you sure have a funny way of showing it.
If anyone knows my history, he knows I'm tough on snakes.
That's right. As chairman, I move we allocate more money to snake eradication.
This isn't about money. Just make these people do their jobs.
I say we don't just allocate some money, we allocate all money needed.
I say on top of that, we get these boys another full-time animal control officer to help win my war on snakes.
Dale, get on your cleanest jumpsuit because you are going to apply for that job with County Animal Control.
An opening? But I don't have the chops to work with Tommy and Rollo.
Why do you like these guys so much? So far, all they've done is blame me and ask for money.
Well, I always blame you and ask for money. Maybe I could fit in.
Mr. Gribble.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous name, I know.
What makes you think you could be a snake hunter?
To be honest, I have no business even sitting here with you gentlemen. I am unqualified, uncertified, and untrained. I have no references, I am prone to nervousness, and when nervous, I vomit in my mouth.
Dale, you shouldn't be so hard on yourself. As a matter of fact, you're exactly what we're looking for.
Really? Are you sure?
Go on home, make love to your wife, and then come back here ready to be a hero.
But she's at work. I'll figure it out.
He's perfect.
That moron couldn't find a snake if he was wearing it for a necktie.
Kill you later. Oh, what the hell.
There's no reason for this panic. There's never been one instance of a snake jumping out of a toilet and biting someone. I even went on the web.
It's funny how much one little snake can change a man's life. My bathroom used to be where I went to find comfort and peace. Now it's the sum of all my fears.
Yeah, man, it's like I don't even have a dang place to read my name on newspaper no more, man.
Don't worry about a thing. Now that Dale Gribble, Animal Control Specialist, has joined what my wife, the media, has dubbed Team Snake Hunt, that snake is all but caught. Sha-sha-sha.
Whoa.
And best part of all, I'm working with my idols. It would be like Boomhauer working with Wilt Chamberlain, or Hank working with Dr. Propane, I'm assuming.
Just promise that you'll catch that snake soon. I get more looks and whispers than that bank teller who's in between genders.
Well, this has been a great first day. You guys have introduced me to Sudoku, and we came up with our theme song. Now, this might be the pedicure talking, but when are we gonna catch that snake?
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. If we rush into this, then the snake is one.
Huh.
Gentlemen, here are your beers and your banana splits. Enjoy. And by the way, your bill has been taken care of. Thank you, Team Snake Hunt!
Hey!
We begin with an Arlen snake alarm update.
Just turn the channel.
I hope you're proud of yourself, Hank. 'Cause of you, I gotta find some place besides the commode to do my business.
Huh? I didn't have anything to do with this snake. It was a gift to my son. See, it was my dog's birthday. No one has anything to worry about. The toilets are safe. Don't buy into this media frenzy.
Let's hear you say that sitting on a toilet, honey.
It was one of the few pleasures in my life, and you took it away.
For the shopping experience of a lifetime, drive up to the McMainer Berry Mall. Snake-free since 1982.
Damn, waiting for this foam will be the death of me. You know the firemen have a self-frothing machine.
Yeah, and the cops have new headquarters and those matching ATVs. Why are we always at the bottom of the food chain?
Because they all have bond measures. You know how it works. Cops can't catch criminals unless bond measure C passes. Librarians will shut down the children's reading room if bond measure L doesn't pass. If Team Snake Hunt gets its own bond measure, we can have any cappuccino machine we want.
Hell yeah, bond measure S for snake. What do you say, brother?
I don't know anything about bond measures.
That's the beauty of it. Nobody does, but they all vote yes.
And once the bond measure passes, then we'll catch the snake?
You got it, buddy. Once bond measure S passes, that snake is toast.
I keep looking up at the sky and wondering if Josh is looking up at the same sky.
You'll feel better after you build a bear.
Hey, Hank Hill. Snake scandal devalue my property more than Dote Reef sunbathing on front lawn. It's true. I checked.
Dale, you'd better have a snake in that backpack.
Don't be ridiculous. How would I put a snake in my pack with all my sophisticated snake-finding equipment? Like my personal ionic air purifier, my anti-fog mirror and CD player, and my monogrammed flotation device.
What do you need with all that stuff?
Don't be embarrassed by your ignorance, Hank. You, as a citizen idiot, would have no idea how to catch a snake.
Dang it, Dale. I made you get that county job to make sure those guys did their job and caught that snake. Have you even looked down in the sewers?
We don't just willy-nilly go down in the sewers, Hank. It takes strategy, planning. In fact, Tommy and Rollo are in the snake control room as we speak, planning our next move.
The what? The snake control room? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's probably just the copy room.
The copy room? I don't think all the monitors, sensors, and tracking devices would fit in the copy room. I think the snake control room is more like the danger room from the X-Men.
So you've seen it?
Of course. I mean, I've been outside the door. I don't have clearance to... It's a lengthy review process. Huh.
Come on, Dale. We're gonna see what those giblet heads are really up to.
Guys, I know you said never to bother you when you're in the war room, but I need to talk to you about something. Guys? You were right, Hank. They're frauds. We're going into the sewer. Let's go kill a snake and a bond measure. These public sewers are labyrinthine. Since Tommy and Rollo never actually trained me, we could get lost down there. I'll become one of the mysterious sewer people. Over time, my memories of the English language will disappear, and I'll be forced to invent my own. Kubop kibble-booble. Skeeble!
Get moving, Dale.
Dear ex-idols, someone needs to catch that snake, and I guess it's going to be me. P.S. I signed for your executive dartboard from the Sharper Image. It's on the wall.
Holy crap, he's going in the sewer. That Boy Scout is going to crash our gravy train. We got to stop him.
We're actually inside Arlen's colon. It's kind of spooky down here. Do you think poop has ghosts?
Apparently, not everyone was afraid to use their toilets.
Look, it's a wheel from a child's tricycle. This is a place of terrible beauty.
Wait, did you hear something? Dale?
Wait a second, that was Rollo's voice. They're after us!
How'd they even know we were down here?
Probably the note I left. Come on, we've got to hurry up and catch that snake! The snake!
Quick, grab it!
Yeah! I got a hold of it! It's trying to wrap itself around me, but it didn't count on my strategy of me wrapping around it! I did it!
I'm not sure that's Bobby's snake.
Oh my God, it's not!
Oh, Lord in heaven above.
Don't worry, Hank. I've got 3 weeks of exterminating to catch up on. Where to begin? Eeny, meeny, miny, kill!
Dale!
Look at that vermin pit.
More like money pit. Dale, stop killing our money right now.
What the hell happened to you? You used to be reptile and rodent killing machines. Now you're practically veterinarians.
Hey, nobody gave a damn about us till the snake showed up, and no one will give a damn about us once it's gone.
That's why you kill? For appreciation? From people like him?
You know why you should do it? Because it's your job and you're getting a paycheck. Or how about you do it because right now, Dale's wife, Channel 84's Nancy Hicks Gribble, is on her way to the Animal Control Office. She's going to expose what really goes on in that snake control room.
What do you want?
I want you to end this madness and publicly repudiate Bond Measure S.
There's Josh! Are you with me, brothers?
Good. Hey, if Bobby asks, we let Josh go on a farm.
And since my raison d'etre, i.e., the Burmese python has been eradicated, I hereby resign my position.
But what about future snake threats? Don't we need Bond Measure S to safeguard our children?
Yes, the children.
Bond Measure S is nothing more than an expensive government boondoggle that in no way will help us with our efforts in animal control.
With 1% of the precincts in, we are projecting that Bond Measure A, the clean air for our children to breathe bond measure, will pass 62% to 38%.
Oh, you hear that, little baby? You're going to be able to breathe.
As did Bond Measure F, the children are our future initiative with 67% of the vote.
Children really are our future, you know.
And in a stunning upset, bond measure S for a snake-free Arlen squeaked by with only 59% of the vote.
Tell me about the farm again, Dad.
Yeah, well, it's a really great place, I tell you what. Especially for a snake. You know, lots of mice, I guess, that Josh ate.
That's Josh, all right. Tell me more.
Well, it's a good farm.
Ladybird, stop licking my money. Dad, guess what? I finally saved enough money to buy a brand new game station.
Your first major purchase. Congratulations, Bobby. If you want, I can take you down to Jensen's Electronics World.
That's okay. I was looking on eBay, and Gadget Champ seems to have the best price. They sell your email address and pass the savings on to you.
Bobby, you can't make major purchases from a stranger on the internet. If your game breaks down, do you think the Gadget Champ's gonna come fix it?
I don't know.
Well, I do. He won't. Son, business is like life. You have to find people you trust and stay loyal to them. That's why I have a guy for about every purchase I make. Phil Wilkerson for my insurance, Bill Hunnell for my tools, Eddie Holcomb for my...
The car died, again. Luckily, Bill was right behind me when it happened, so he gave me a lift.
Huh, he was behind you the last time it broke down. Well, that's lucky. I guess.
I need a new car, Hank.
Well, all right. At least I get to take Bobby to see my car guy, Tom Hammond. Son, I'm gonna show you the right way to buy.
Okay.
I don't need to go anywhere else, Bill!
Why don't they make brown cars anymore?
This is it. Hank, I think I found my car.
A convertible? Yeah, that's pretty funny, Peggy. Oh.
It's my choice, right, Hank?
Well, if I were you, I'd go big. A towering SUV says strength, power, and in some subcultures of America, potent fertility.
Peggy wants a convertible.
She knows you're a heterosexual, right?
It's Peggy's car. It's not like I'd ever be driving it.
But it'll be in your driveway.
I hadn't considered that. Oh, good Lord. See, Bobby, when you're a loyal customer of an established brick-and-mortar business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on a car with a roof.
Apparently, boring comes standard on these models. Hank, these are just not doing it for me.
Well, don't rush it. Consider all the factors, including safety.
Hank Hill, is that you? Well, get your butt over here.
Well, looks like I've been spotted. Better go get my hellos out of the way.
Shall I box that up for you, or would you rather wear it home?
Oh, I'd love to, but unfortunately, my husband doesn't want me to buy a convertible.
I bet your husband doesn't want you to vote either, does he? I'll tell you what. Why don't you come on in and see what the 21st century feels like?
Oh, yeah! I'll take it.
Well, you know, normally I would never let you ride on a lift like this, but since you're riding with Charlie, I know you're in good hands. Okay, ride's over, Bobby. Let's go buy a car.
All right! Lower me down, Charlie.
Just sign by the X's and this baby's all yours.
Should I be doing this? A carefree convertible owner would say yes. So, yes.
I'm sorry, but this is sticker price, which according to my research is way too high.
You girls. What crazy research is that?
A combination of internet phone calls and what I like to call my horse sense. So let's talk business.
Well, all right. How about this?
That is close, but this is closer.
Hey, Hank. Hey, Mr. Draper.
You wore me down, Peggy.
Just in time. I was getting ready to pretend to walk out.
Okay, just sign by the X's, and it's all yours.
Peggy? Tom? What's going on here?
I was buying a convertible.
What?
Hank Hill, you son of a gun. Well, I didn't know Peggy was your wife. Good to see you, partner.
Well, it's good to see you, Tom. I just wish it was under happier circumstance.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just got caught up in the moment. I guess because I just wanted it so bad. I'll go look at sedans. Mr. Hammond, do you have any brown ones?
Well, now hold on. You know what, Peggy? If you really want this car that bad, then you should have it.
Really?
Yep. Why don't you go get some water and let me and Tom finish up this deal?
Thank you, Hank. I got him down to a really good price.
Well, I'm sure you did. Bobby, I'd like you to meet Tom Hammond.
My dad loves you so much.
He did it again.
Congratulations, Peggy.
You should have been in there, Mom. They told stories, shook hands, and then we got a new car.
Now just remember not to tell anyone about the deal I just gave you. This is the highest clearance, Hank.
I know. Level 10. Okay, since you're family, I think it's time I let you both in on a little secret. Well, here it is. The Hank Hill Special.
Wait, that can't be right. That would mean you paid sticker price.
And not a dime more, right, Bobby?
All right, Dad.
Well, I'll see you both at home.
Way to go. Congratulations.
Oh! I love it! What's the matter, Piggy here? You don't like car? You should. It's better than mine.
No, I love the car. Bobby, you can practice your parade wave later. Right inside.
Okay.
Oh, this must be juicy. What is it?
It's not the car. It's the price that Hank paid for it.
Hank got his special deal, right? Dale always talks about Hank's special deal. He talks a lot about Hank.
Well, as it turns out, his special deal is really just sticker price.
Sticker price? No one pays sticker price. You have to tell Hanky here he's a chump. You can't let him keep getting ripped off.
Oh, you can never tell Hank, Shug. Can you imagine what he'd do if he found out his friend's been lying to him for 25 years?
Nancy's right. It could get ugly. That forehead vein finally gonna go.
I guess I will just have to take this to my grave. And since I know things about each of you, I expect you to do the same. Red corn. Boxy kasai lai wan lop. Where are you going?
We're going to get my game station from Dad's electronics guy.
You have an electronics guy, too? Don't you shop around for anything? I mean, the new dishwasher. You shopped around for that, right?
Well, I let Jerry Biddle at the Appliance Center do my comparative shopping for me. He said he personally checked every store in Heimlich County and couldn't find anyone that could beat his deal.
Fantastic.
Hello, neighbors. So, Hank, I hear you bought a new car. Expensive, a new car.
Oh, look, it's Ted Wasana song.
Ted? Where you see Ted?
Hello, Uncle Hank. Is Aunt Peggy home? She's supposed to go with me to buy a crib. I want it to be as much like my uterus as possible.
You should take Dad with you. He just bought Mom's car for sticker price and not a dime more.
Sticker price?
Oh, no.
Dang it, Bobby, that was supposed to be a secret.
But Lucky always says that people who pay sticker price...
Okay, now I will tell a secret. I have to use prescription deodorant.
Sticker price? Everyone knows sticker price is the sucker price. You're a sucker, Hank Hill.
Okay, what's going on, Peggy?
Everyone out.
How much you pay for this pen, Hank Hill?
Hank, I do not know an easy way to say this, so I guess I will just say it the slow and painful way. No one pays sticker price. Tom Hammond ripped you off and has been ripping you off for the last 25 years.
What?
The price I was going to pay for that car was $2,500 lower than your special deal. You overpaid for that car, and probably every car that you ever bought from him.
So you're looking to buy a car, are you?
Yes, sir. But, this is my first car, so I don't really know what I'm doing.
You see the price on that sticker? Well, that's the price you're gonna pay for this car. Not a dime more for the football star.
Wow. Well, thank you.
Now, you gotta promise me you won't go telling anybody about the deal I just gave you.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I'm a chump. There, I said it.
That's it. As your friend, I have no choice but to put you on an immediate suicide watch, Hank.
I'm not gonna kill myself.
Then I'm putting you on homicide watch, because you're gonna kill something, and if it's not yourself, it could be me.
It seemed like it's all good, man. And next thing you know, them dang old porters come by and talk about that old, well, Hank always seemed like a very quiet man, you know.
Gun!
You too can be rich like Dr. Money and have champagne for breakfast and caviar for your cats. How much return do you want for your investment?
Maybe it's a good thing this all happened, Hank. Bobby should know how things really work. Now, at least when the world crushes him, he'll see it coming.
But I don't want the boy thinking the world is a dishonest place.
But sometimes it is.
Come here, son. It's time I told you how the world really works. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna take your wallet, push you to the ground, and then kick you in the gut.
Okay.
No, dang it. It doesn't have to be this way. I'm gonna go see that bastard Tom Hammond.
Oh, no. Hank Hill? Well, not 2 times in 1 month. Have mercy, man. I got a mortgage, for God's sake.
Stop it, Tom. It's all over. I know.
You know what, buddy?
That you've been selling me a bag of lies for the last 25 years. How could you, Tom?
Well, what can I say, Hank? I'm a salesman.
I know, you're a salesman. That's why none of this makes any sense. Look, I just want the $2,500 back that I overpaid for Peggy's car.
I wish I could help you, Hank, but the paperwork's already gone through. The deal's official.
Dang it, Tom. You not only lied to me, you lied to my son. How would your son feel if he came home from the Army and he... Wait a second. Is your boy even in the Army?
My boy's a stand-up comedian in Austin. But a deal's a deal, Hank.
I don't believe this. You know what, Tom? I'm gonna teach you what loyalty means. Mark my words.
Ain't it the truth?
Yes, it is. And I'm telling you right now, that Tom Hammond has got to be stopped.
I know! I did a whole term paper on the damage people like Tom Hammond are doing to the world.
Well, there is no way I'm letting Tom Hammond make this world a place that I don't want my son to live in.
I want to join your fight.
Well, all right. You can meet me at the car lot at 5 a.m.
5 a.m.? Okay. Hey! It's me, Alex from the copy store.
Who's that? And why are they crawling?
That's Falcon and Sparrow, my friends. Man, we're so stoked. We had so much fun coming up with code names last night. It feels so good to finally be doing something.
Well, that's right, it sure does. Would have been better if you guys had been on time, though. Now I've got to go get ready for work.
We weren't late. We were hitting the other side of the dealership.
Oh, well, that's great. Well, I guess our work here is done. If you guys ever need any propane, look me up.
Propane? Oh, that would have been great. Well, next time.
Yep, Bobby. Right about now, the dealership should be opening up. I'd love to see Tom scrambling to take all those flyers off the cars before the customers get there.
Ooh, I'd love to see that cheater's face.
Well, I am just glad you did not drive my car through his ass. I didn't know how you were going to do that, but you sounded serious.
So how's your morning going, Hank?
Pretty darn good, I tell you what. And yours, Dale?
Well, Joseph went to his first sleepover last night. Didn't go so well. He's a cuddler. So I had to go pick him up.
Sorry to hear that.
Not done. On our way home, we saw an explosion coming from Tom Hammond's car lot. Then we saw what looked like your truck driving away from the lot.
What?
So why'd you do it, Hank? And more importantly, how? Because it looked like a really good job.
Oh, Hank, you must cover your tracks. We'll have to kill Dale.
There's nothing to cover up. I didn't blow up anything. I was just passing out flyers.
Dad, I'm confused. So you should trust people until they betray you, and then try to blow them up?
Yes!
No, Bobby. I wasn't trying to blow people up. I was just putting flyers on the cars. Alex and his friend, the Falcon, must have done it after I left.
Okay. So, you did not blow up the cars. You were just a disgruntled customer hanging out with someone named the Falcon. Now, if that's the story we're going with, that's the story I will memorize.
It's not a story, Peggy. It's the truth. I'm gonna go talk to the police and straighten this out. Excuse me, do you remember a tall, sickly-looking kid with one of those mustache beards who was in here last night?
You mean him?
No, that's not him.
Him? Or him? Sir, we got a liberal arts college and a halfway house down the road. You've got to be more specific.
So, Mr. Hill, how many sickly kids did you say helped you blow up the lot?
3. Wait, they didn't help me blow up the lot. They did it by themselves.
So you were just the ringleader?
No, I told you I didn't blow up anything. Wait, am I a suspect?
Tell him no, or he could lawyer up.
Frank, the video surveillance has been checked. We have a positive ID on the perp. The name's Hank Hill.
You probably heard that.
I was just putting flyers on the cars. The other guys were the ones blowing up the cars.
By other guys, you mean the imaginary kids the cameras just happened to not pick up.
The cameras didn't pick them up because they were dressed in all black, and most of the time they were crawling around on their bellies.
I'll give it to you straight, Hank. You're looking at major time for this, and the hole's getting deeper with every lie you tell.
That's not my husband. What's my next line? I'm blanking, Hank.
Okay, enough. It is me on the tape.
Goodbye, Hank.
But I swear to you, I did not blow up any cars. I was just putting flyers on the cars because I wanted other people to know Tom Hammond has been taken advantage of.
Stop right there, Hank.
Well, speak of the devil. And Charlie, too. Officer Brown, that's the lying, cheating man you should be arresting.
I know you're mad, Hank, but I didn't think you'd be mad enough to torch my lot.
The only thing I'm guilty of is trusting you. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I may go to jail, but I've zipped my lips for the last time.
JB, I've been in business with Hank Hill for 25 years. If he says he didn't do it, then by God, he didn't do it.
Can we at least watch the rest of the tape, Tom? Do you know how many strings I had to pull to get the conference room with the VCR?
There's no need. Now, I'm not pressing charges. Hank's the most honest man I know. If he looks you in the eye and shakes your hand and tells you he didn't do something, then he didn't do it. So what say we just leave this all behind us, Hank?
Let's go home, Peggy.
Well, you really believe he's innocent, Tom?
Hell no. But I know Hank. He will not let this die. He'd fight us all the way. Hell, he'd be up at the Supreme Court telling Judge Scalia that I gouged my damn customers.
Do you know what that could do to my business? It ain't worth it. I sold that man 5 cars at sticker price. All in all, it was a pretty good run.
Hey, I'm Chet Haddock. What can I do for you?
Hi, Chet. My name's Hank Hill.
That name sounds familiar. Oh, right. How can I help you, sir?
By helping my son.
Hey, Chet. I'm Bobby Hill, and I'm interested in buying a game station. Is this the best price you can give me?
After I take another 20% off, it will be.
Chet, looks like you're gonna be my electronics guy.
Gentlemen, today I achieved a significant milestone. I killed my 10,000th rat. Mrs. Dumfries Weimaraner gets co-credit, but I got my mallet in there.
Oh, man, like a dang old exclusive club, man. Well, congratulations, Dale. That's exciting news.
Look who's telling me about exciting. The man who stood behind Waylon Jennings on an escalator.
Well, I was 5 people back.
Hey, Gribble, the trophy shop said this was the biggest plaque they had.
Thank you, Octavio. He was supposed to be mid-roar.
So, Bill, what have you been up to?
I gave my 10,000th Army haircut. And I'm getting a plaque.
Wait a second. I feel like I saw that in a movie or something.
You disguise certain facts, they say, but the story is Gribble's intellectual property.
Bill, tell us something that's happened to you.
Well, recently I stole Dale's story and tried to pass it off as mine. I'm a boring man, and I have no life.
So, Boomhauer, what's new with you?
Did you guys hear what happened last night? Someone broke into the art room and ate all the macaroni projects.
I heard some janitors talking about weird stuff going on here at night. Showers turning on by themselves, mysterious toilet cloggings.
Sounds like Prom Queen Mary is back.
Who's Prom Queen Mary?
The ghost of a former Tom Landry prom queen. She was decapitated when a basketball hoop collapsed under the weight of too much crepe paper. Every prom season, she comes back.
She still wants to dance.
The headless prom queen is back! What else could it be?
Move along, kids. You want to have a conversation, do it in the back of class.
Principal Boss, have you heard anything about Tom Landry being haunted by a headless prom queen?
No, he had a couple of kids choke on erasers, but no hauntings. I'd probably remember something like that.
Joseph, tomorrow night, we are getting video proof of Prom Queen Mary.
Before Debbie gets here, I didn't exactly tell her you were my roommate. I said you were my gay butler.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Here comes trouble.
Dude, she's not gonna buy it. When I slept with Debbie last night, I told her I was a race car driver.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Those roommates, aren't they funny? That's it. I was watching TV last night, and I figured out what was missing from my life.
Everything except the TV?
A roommate. It will transform my life from gritty drama to bright new comedy.
Hey, no.
That's
whoa,
madness.
Man, now, hold on there, Bill. Why don't you start small and work your way up to a roommate? What about that fighting fish you've had your eye on?
Nope, roommate.
Bill, guys your age don't get roommates unless they're in prison, and that only works because they have something in common.
No, Hank. Having a roommate will be instant fun all the time. Roommates go on double dates. They swap clothes. When the phone rings and it's a person you're avoiding, you can whisper, "I don't want to talk to him." And your roommate will say, "He's right here."
That's hilarious. Bill, you and your roommate crack me up. What can possibly happen next?
Everyone, slow down. Bill, if you weren't you and you met you, would you want to live with you?
Well, maybe not, but someone will. I placed this ad online.
Roommate urgently wanted for fun, good times, and getting in and out of jams. I'm up for anything. Anything.
Think I'll get any responses?
Unfortunately, yes. Bill, whoever you get affects us too. I'm sorry, but we're taking over your roommate search.
I still get final decision, right?
Yes, but we reserve ultimate decision.
Fair enough.
As an artist, I'm not able to pay rent, but I will fill your home with art. Over there, I see a rusty bathtub filled with bicycle parts and urine.
Sounds beautiful. Here's 2 keys.
No.
Nah, I don't want the small room. I want the big room, your room.
Okay. When can you...
Dad, I changed my mind. I want both rooms, all the rooms, and a sign in the front that says Jimmy's house.
I don't hear a deal breaker.
Bill.
So I'm Katie Calhoun. I recently got divorced, so I'm looking for a new place. I hostess at Luli's and...
Are you the same Katie Calhoun who was Miss March 1978?
Why, yes, I am.
Oh, God.
Turn-ons Kurt Vonnegut Jr. and mopeds? Turn-offs war? Do you still miniature golf in the nude, or was that just for the picture?
Wow, you really remember.
I have a memory for things I look at all the time.
Well, those pictures were taken a lifetime ago. Now I'm just focused on my career, staying positive, and finding a place to live. I hope I'm what you're looking for.
Well, Katie Calhoun, I am quite confident that you...
Got to keep looking. Good luck with that. Bill, you'd just get emotionally involved with someone like her.
No! No, I wouldn't. Look at her. She needs me.
We're here to find a middle-aged guy with a job. That's it. Sorry for wasting your time, Miss, March.
Remember, it's Luann's wedding video in here, so we don't want to tape over it unless we are positive it's a ghost.
What's that rattling? Is it the spirit board? Maybe she's trying to tell us something.
No, I couldn't find the spirit board, so I brought Word Scramble.
Maybe she's trying to tell us something in spelling.
Joseph, those are not human words.
She's in the science lab. She's trying to reanimate herself.
Run!
Now, here's a good way to save money. Instead of throwing away calendars, save them and use them again in 7 to 14 years.
Huh. Hello?
Dad, you have to come get us.
Bobby, where are you?
We're in the girls' bathroom at school. It's actually not that different. And there is some creepy stuff going on.
I'll be right there. Don't touch anything. I can't believe you kids broke into the school over this nonsense. Bobby, you're grounded. Joseph, I'm sure your dad will have his own punishment for you.
Oh, I will. For starters, mister, you will be my shield when we encounter the headless prom queen.
Dale, there is no prom queen.
I didn't hear the bell. Is it first period already? When my wife and I split up, she got the money in the house, and I was living in the car. Then she got the car, too, so this is a logical choice.
I can't believe Principal Moss is living at Tom Landry Middle School.
I know, with a ghost.
You fellas have time to stay for a health film? I know the good ones.
Carl, you can't keep sleeping at the school.
I know that, Hank, but I had a hell of a run.
Wait a sec, the solution to everyone's problem is right here.
No, it's not.
Bill, meet your new roommate.
You got Skinamax?
Yes.
Let's do it. I'll just get the crate of Little Milks, and that's all my stuff.
Please, Hank. I want adventure and fun-loving good times. Carl smells like sloppy joes.
Carl is the perfect roommate for you. One, he'll be able to pay rent.
Were you gonna give me a 2?
Dang it, you don't need a 2.
You need 2.
Sure gonna be different sleeping in a place where bells don't go off every 50 minutes.
Well, I know you guys are eager to make a chore wheel, so I'm gonna get out of your way.
Well, let's make the best of this. What do you want to do first? Buy a foosball table? Crash a wedding?
I should pick up some deodorant. I've been using blackboard chalk under my arms for the last 3 months.
Let's go. It seems we're after the same pack of party napkins. May I offer a compromise? You and your friend can wipe your faces with them at a pizza party my roommate and I are throwing.
Oh! Only if you let my roommate and me bring this giant thing of margarita mix. You guys got a blender?
Hey, Bill, which of these bad boys fits better, you think? My roids are murder.
Excuse us.
They both look nice.
Bobby, with Principal Moss living nearby, the most important homework you could do is to cozy up to him.
I get it. You say suck up, I say how high.
Exactly. He is almost done with his cigarette. When he finishes, I want you to go out there and...
Oh, too late. You started another one.
Damn. He'll need an ashtray. Go!
So we call it the Bully Awards. And when the bullies come on stage to accept their prize, we pack them up and ship them to another school.
Mm-hmm. What's the story with Gribble's wife?
I'll just freshen this up.
Thanks for having us over, guys. I love the literacy posters. Is that your touch, Carl?
They're covering some holes in the plaster.
Carl had a little too much to drink and thought his shadow was attacking him.
Okay, jacks are better to open.
Carl, why don't you put on some shoes? It's okay to walk around barefoot when it's just you and me, but we have company.
Oh, right. Your fancy party that you've been planning for days? Well, here it is. The social event of the season. Is it everything you dreamed of, Bill?
We'll talk about it later.
It never stops. Carl, put on your shoes. Carl, get up so I can vacuum. Carl, don't fall asleep on the toilet. Try living with that.
We're still looking for our jacks.
You see how he is? And another thing, Carl swore he didn't eat all my mustard, but I know he did. Tonight after he vomits, I'll have my proof.
You still yapping about that mustard?
Oh, look who's back.
God, man, let's talk about it like a dang old cat fight, man. Wow, man, I'm getting out of here, man.
I'm out too. I'm Boomhauer's designated walker.
Yeah, I might not have set my parking brake.
That one went in my beer.
That's the kind of thing, if you're trying to do it, you just couldn't.
Oh, I hate you. I could have had a Miss March living here instead of you. Hank was wrong, and now I'm going to make things right.
Table for one? Bill!
I'm here under false pretenses. I already had a big lunch, and I don't need a table for one. I have a house for 2. Katie, will you be my roommate?
Yeah, I'm still looking, so sure.
No! You've made me so happy. And this happiness makes me hungry. Table for 1. That's the last of it. I'm giving Carl 5 more minutes, and then I'm putting him on this pile.
All of this could have been avoided with an egg timer in the bathroom. It got Peggy and me through the roughest patch in our marriage.
I feel bad we're throwing Carl out of the house.
Me too. But we'll watch movies and eat popcorn and forget all about it.
Bill, you always make me feel better. Guess I'll go check out the closet space.
Bill, this is going to go badly, extremely badly, and when it does, don't come crying to me.
You should write some of this down, Hank. If Katie and I end up getting married, you'll need funny stuff for your best man speech. 12:05. It's checkout time at Casa Dautrive. Carl, I need the room. Carl?
Bill, guess who thinks I've got cute feet?
It's weird, Bill. It started as a goodbye hug and just kept going.
Just some days it just pays not to get out of bed, huh, William?
Mm-hmm. Well, Katie and I have a lot of roommate stuff to go over, Carl, so you're in the way. Time to leave.
Let's hear what the lady has to say.
Face it, Bill. Things would get kind of boring with just the two of us.
Bill, I'm gonna need my pillow.
I'll go get it. Yeah, things are great. Katie and Carl get along fabulously, thank goodness. And Katie's got so much energy. She's always dashing out in the middle of the night or getting strange phone calls from a really impolite Russian guy. Or warning me not to touch all these mysterious boxes she's got. Life's good.
Well, looks like you've got company.
This Katie's house. I have many boxes for her.
It's my house, actually. I think we've chatted on the phone. My name is...
Go away, Yankee Doodle. We'll call you if we need you.
Okay. Nice night for a stroll. Thought I'd come in. I've got to get up in 4 hours.
Bill, we have an interesting opportunity here. Katie and her ex-husband Yuri have lots of authentic-looking merchandise at low, low prices. They even get all the hit Hollywood movies while they're still in the theater.
Eye-popping CGI, man.
And because he's the principal, Handsome here so we could sell our things at Tom Landry Middle School.
Especially the movies. That way kids won't be downloading them off the internet, which is illegal.
It's fake vodka. Now I'm ready to crash.
No! I'm putting my foot down. Yuri, Carl, I want you both out. Katie, I still want to live with you, but you need a better attitude.
We split different. Everybody stay. Even you.
Attention students and faculty. Today's fire drill is canceled so you can take advantage of a fire sale. So stop by the principal's office for some A-plus merchandise at D- prices.
That's my neighbor.
Bill won't admit it, but I know something's going on over there. Yesterday, that Yuri tried to sell me Tim Conway's Dorf on Golf 8. Everyone knows that's not coming out for another 6 months.
Like all Russians, he's just after your blue jeans. I'm afraid to put our laundry on the line.
I'm pooped. School was exhausting, but the bargains were incredible.
Why are you wearing a girl's purse?
It's a Louis Vuitton backpack and it's unisex. Question, does the devil wear Prada? I don't know, but the propane salesman does. And, Mom, I have nothing up my sleeve except Hermes scarves.
Bobby, where did all this stuff come from?
Principal Moss had a special sale. He even threw in this Cartier, 'cause we're neighbors.
All right, that's it. I'm going over there.
Hank, wear your Prada.
Loco changed mind. One Dorf on Golf coming up.
I'm not here to buy an illegal comedy product. Let me talk to Bill.
Fat man, visitor.
Hi, Hank. I'd invite you in, but we only have 4 fondue forks.
Bill, you can drop the act. I know your roommates are running a counterfeit goods operation.
Are they? Those nutty nuts.
Look, I know I said when this thing blows up, don't come crying to me. Well, you can come cry to me. The important thing is that you agree to stop making decisions for yourself.
Yes, Hank.
Now, we gotta move fast before you get even more god-dang roommates.
I think the problem is I don't have enough roommates. I have an idea.
That sounds like decision talk.
Please, Hank, give me one more chance to fix this myself.
All right.
I supervise a lot of math teachers, Yuri, and you're dividing by 3 skills need a lot of work.
Oh, you forgot overhead, magic markers, whiteout.
So here's the place. Oh, hi. This is Octavio and his brothers. They're going to be living here, too, as my guests.
From now on, I park in the driveway, ese.
Driveway space is mine.
Roommate vote. Who wants the scary new guys to leave?
Who wants the scary new guys to stay?
Tiebreaker!
If the dude filming this takes one more call on his cell, man, I'm turning this off.
Who drank my soy milk?
I didn't see no name on it.
I drew a bunny on it. Same thing.
Hey, we're not taking crap from an ex-centerfold.
You listen to me. Once a bunny, always a bunny.
Uh-oh. Are my roommates not getting along? Maybe a few of you want to move out.
Casual encounter? South of Rainy Street is mine for perfume, ese.
It's different demographic. Don't be baby.
Baby? I'll show you, baby.
Let's go!
Once the police get a handle on things, I think we'll agree that my plan was a good one.
So I'm thinking of moving out. Things have gotten too complicated.
Okay. Did I get a security deposit from you?
Hold on. You gave our rent money to a phony fortune teller?
She wasn't phony. She predicted you'd be mad.
Previously on King of the Hill.
And now Megalomart has propane and
Propane at Megalomart?
I gotta let you go.
You're firing me?
You don't have to take the test now. I gave the job to somebody else.
How you doing, Arlen? Are you ready to soft rock?
I'm breaking up with you.
Huh?
Buckley and Luann are in there!
Hey, we must be getting old, Connie.
We're 12, Bobby. We are old. We've got to figure out what we're going to do with our lives.
I'm gonna go to college and study prop cometry.
I can't decide between being a concert violinist or leading the fight against the overuse of antibiotics.
Be a violinist. That way, I could be your opening act and we could travel the world together.
Your dad got blown up.
Please, someone help me, Hank! My husband is in there. He had to take this job because nobody else would hire him.
We're doing everything we can, Mrs. Mangione.
I got two.
Oh, Hank, you're alive.
I'm all right, Peggy. There's two more inside.
Oh, thank God you're okay. I was so worried. Oh, and Luann. Oh, my Lord.
Buh.
Ooh, my hair feels weird.
I don't feel so good.
What about Buckley? Did you find him?
I'm sorry, sir, but so far it appears that there were no other survivors.
Oh, my God. I'm both!
What's taking them so long? When do I get to see Dad?
Your father and Luann will be out soon, honey. Oh, Bobby, that is not a mint.
All right, let's go home.
Dad, you're all right.
Is there any permanent damage?
No damage, no scratches, no dents, no dings. Bobby, what do you say we go hit the batting cages?
Okay.
Well, Hank, slow down. You almost died today.
Well, that's the good thing about death. You either die or you don't. I didn't, so let's go hit some balls.
Hank, are you sure you're okay? Oh, careful, everyone. Now, Luann is going to look different, maybe even hypnotically grotesque, but do not stare.
I'm real sorry about Buckley, Luann, and your hair.
Bobby? Luann, honey, it'll be fine. We will just cover it up with makeup and it'll be fine.
No, Aunt Peggy. I'm not going to use hair and makeups anymore. I learned something from that explosion. Beauty doesn't last forever. It can be blown off your head.
Oh, Hank, you poor thing. You shouldn't be standing after your accident.
I'm fine. It's no big deal. Buildings explode. That's what they do. Can we please talk about something else? Bill, you're in favor of a flat tax. You haven't said a word about it.
Did you happen to see Buckley or any part whom of attempting to flee the scene of the, quote, accident?
Dale, the boy is no more. All they found left of him was his name tag.
Well, that's all he wanted them to find. Classic cover-up. That boy's no deader than Mother Teresa.
Hank, old girl, Strickland's back in business. Get ready to pump propane tomorrow.
Right, sir. I might be a little late. I don't know if I gave Megalomart my notice.
Oh, I think you gave your notice, Nitro.
I had nothing to do with that explosion, which hasn't affected me in any way.
Yellow, Peggy here.
Hank, it's Mr. Strickland.
Busy. Take a message.
Can he call you back? What? Oh, I see. Hank, why did you not tell me Mr. Strickland offered you your job back?
Well, it just happened yesterday.
Honey, he says customers are lined up out the door.
Peggy, I am in the middle of decrumbing the toaster.
Save the crumbs.
Luann, honey, look, it's two of your old friends, the Manger Babies.
Sock puppets are for babies. In the real world, beauty fades and penguins die a cold, horrible death.
So, you're not going back to beauty school then?
I'm tired of making the world look pretty. I want to show the world for what it is. With photojournalism.
Photojournalism, well, that's something.
Look at these pictures of hungry children.
Why is the CNN logo in the corner? Oh, this is just a picture of the TV, Luann.
Oh, it's nice to be smart, Aunt Peggy. Smart and well-fed.
Find the body yet, Quincy?
We have some remains that we're analyzing. You needn't concern yourself.
Oh, I needn't, shouldn't I? And maybe I should not know that all Megalomart employees have a $5,000 insurance policy.
That's nonsense. This is a very straightforward investigation.
That's what they want you to think.
Sir, we are they.
Hank, fries are up. Honey, how are the steaks coming?
Still tenderizing. Don't want to rush them.
You have been pounding the bejesus out of that beef since noon. Throw it on the grill. Let's go.
Ah, dang.
What's wrong?
I lost the steaks. Huh?
Gobbets of meat from the sky. Doesn't taste like Buckley.
Oh, Hank, they need your help at Buckley's Wake, manning the grill.
What? Grill? Is it propane?
Of course it's propane, Hank. They're not Unitarians.
Well, I wouldn't feel right. I barely knew Buckley. Wake grilling is something you do for a blood relative or a close friend. Now, when Bill dies, maybe.
Oh, honey, what a pretty outfit for a funeral. Now, before we go, you might want to open this.
Your friends from the Beauty Academy dropped it off.
Sorry for your loss. You had beautiful hair. They made me a wig. We made you a wig. They made me a wig. Throw it out.
Okay, well, you just go ahead and grieve any way that you want. Red Book says losing a boyfriend is the 4th most painful loss, right between grandmother and penis.
Oh, I'm not grieving. I broke up with Buckley seconds before the explosion, and I never looked back. That's why I still have my eyebrows.
Something's not right. Week's salary says that box is empty. I'm going in.
Oh, didn't think I'd see you here. Guilty conscience, huh?
Why would I have a guilty conscience? I did not blow up the Megalomart.
Oh, good. I'm glad you said that, Hank. I'm wearing a wire for an unrelated matter. So, when can I expect you back?
After an appropriate period of grieving, sir. Buckley was practically a son to me.
This is depressing. You want to go play in the cemetery?
Okay.
The passing of Buckley is a great loss and a sad occasion. Would anyone care to come up and say a few words about Buckley?
I guess y'all expect me to cry for Buckley. But I am not, because there are a lot more important things to cry about. This is a picture of what a hungry Irish child looks like. Fight the occupation! Fight the occupation!
Is there anyone else who'd like to say a few words about Buckley? Anybody at all? The name of the boy was Buckley?
At first, I didn't much like Buckley, I admit. But then I saw how much he pissed off my neighbor, Mr. Hank Hill, and I decided to seek out this Buckley fellow, get to know him. I grew to love that boy. Now that he's gone, I feel a big hole in my life. I think we all do. Is a world without Buckley a world we want to live in? As a Buddhist, of course, I get comfort from a story. I don't have to tell you how much Buddha should like a story. Anyway, story begin with man being chased by ferocious tiger. Tiger chase him to edge of cliff. Man falls off. Halfway down, he grab onto a branch. He look up. He see one hungry tiger. Now he look down. He see another hungry tiger waiting for him on the ground below. That's not a good place to be. He know for sure he gonna die. Then, out of the corner of his eye, he see a wild strawberry growing from same branch. Oh, he pluck it and eat it. And it was the sweetest tasting strawberry he ever had.
Can you believe this guy? He tells a joke at a funeral.
Highly inappropriate.
Yeah, but it was funny.
I just don't know how one little boy can get so dirty in a cemetery. Bobby, are you in the bath yet?
There's no hot water.
Oh, the heater must have gone out again. Will you check on it, Hank? So, is it lit?
Well, it's getting there.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Hank, I will do it myself.
No!
Ah! Hank, what is wrong with you? You won't go to work, you declined an opportunity to grill, and now this? You are acting like you're afraid of propane. Oh, my God.
Welcome to the Survivors of Propane Explosion Support Group. Let's start with Chuck.
Ever since the explosion, every song I play sounds like Feels So Good.
Maybe that's because it does feel so good to be alive.
No, that's not it.
Mr. Hill, tell us how you're dealing with your grief.
Nothing much to talk about. I was in a propane explosion, and now I'm afraid of propane. Next person?
Do you think he needs shock treatment?
Perhaps. Sounds to me that what you're really afraid of is your own death.
What? Nobody's afraid of death. That's crazy. I'm afraid of propane.
You're transferring, Mr. Hill. Doesn't it scare you? The thought of missing all your family's special moments.
No.
Never again sipping wine with your friends. Scratching your cat or cats.
No.
Making love to your partner.
No, no, no.
Mr. Hill, only when you deal with your fear of death will you be able to overcome your fear of propane.
Stop it. Can't you hear the hissing? It's propane. This room's gonna blow.
Here.
What's this?
It's my scrapbook. This is the way that rational people deal with death, Hank, by clipping articles out about grisly accidents from the local newspapers. It is also my hobby.
Good Lord. What, Peggy? What? Ugh. Wow.
They beat the Aggies, but they could not beat that train.
Y'all ever think about death?
Well, yeah, I think about it, Hank. I'm an army barber. I get up every day and stare at death in the back of the head.
I am not going to die. Chromium picolinate. Every orifice, every day.
Hey, Hank, let me give you a piece of advice. You need to relax and enjoy life. I got this story about a tiger. Knock your socks off.
Already heard that joke, Con.
Strawberry. Have you thought about who'll take care of Bobby when you're gone? Because I'd like to throw my hat in the ring. I'd take him to baseball games, and me and Peggy could sit up in bed at night picking out colleges.
Peggy would not be included in any guardianship situation.
I'll take the boy. The Widow Hill is on her own.
You got a deal.
All right.
Don't shake his hand. Let go of that. I'm not saying Bobby goes to either of you.
What's going on? I thought he was gonna be okay.
Man, I tell you what, Hank, about that dang old meaning of life, man. It's like this, man. You like a butterfly flapping his wings deep down in the forest, man. They're gonna cause a tree fall like 5,000 miles away, man. Ain't nobody see it, nobody don't even happen. You know, the baby's born into this world, and they don't got dang friends and got nothing but to go come in and find out all about them, all evil, man. Man, see, like, you don't need to know, man. It's like you're born into this world, man. And you got it's like this, man, the dust in the wind, man. Or like the dang old candle in the wind, man. It don't matter, man. It's all the oldies, old time. You know what I think, man? Like them dang old, I think, therefore you are, man.
Well, that's what we tell ourselves, isn't it, Boomhauer? All right, I can do this. Nothing to be afraid of.
Hank, I can't find Bobby. Connie says he ran away and he's already beyond the tri-yard area.
Bobby!
Here's a fruit pie. You get Ladybird.
Come on. Smell the pie, girl. Come on. All right, she's locked on Bobby's scent. Come on, girl, let's go.
Hurry, Hank! Oh, I hope he finds Bobby before dark.
It is hard to feel sorry for that little boy. There are whole villages in Ireland where children are too busy sewing whooshes on tennis shoes to run away.
I heard enough from you. The more you hold in, the more you put on strange Sinead O'Connor act. I cry river of tear for Buckley. Why not you?
So I'm not crying for Buckley. Big deal. He doesn't deserve it.
Hey, so for your birthday, I wanted to get you those earrings you like, but I'm kind of tapped out, so here's some CDs I don't listen to anymore. Later, Buckley.
Buckley. My hair. I'm so alone.
Yeah. No, you're not.
You're right as rain, what? And such a pretty young thing as well. But I don't want to look pretty anymore. Ooh, that's just rubbish. Every girl wants to look pretty, right, Hal? Why don't you try on that lovely wig? Oh, how do I look? Oh, Let's say it off again.
Dad, how'd you find me?
Well, I let Lady Bird sniff one of your fruit pies, and she took me around the block a few times, and then Mr. Krinsky called and said he saw you over here.
Oh, he was probably just looking for his mom.
Yeah, so I guess you're up here because of the way I've been acting since the explosion.
Well, when that happened, I was afraid you were dead. And today you were talking to your friends about dying, and I guess I freaked out.
Oh, son, you shouldn't be worrying about that stuff. Hopefully it's a long way off. A boy your age ought to worry about getting dates and making a team and, getting dates. My dying should be at the bottom of the list. You need to relax and enjoy life. Huh. Hey, did I ever tell you the story about the man and the tiger? Well, there was this man, and he was being chased by a ferocious tiger. Make that a lion. A Detroit lion. 2 of them. And the man was Cowboy Hall of Famer Roger Staubach.
I know him. He sells life insurance on TV.
Yeah, well, anyway, the lions were blitzing, and Roger rolled out of the pocket running for his life. He headed for the sidelines, but these 2 lions were closing in on him. Then, out of the corner of his eye, he saw a strawberry cup of Gatorade. Well, Roger took a drink of that Gatorade, but I'll tell you something, son. It was the sweetest sip of Gatorade Roger ever tasted.
Oh, I get it. It's funny, Dad. You told it great. I got an even better joke for you.
Okay.
2 Eskimos want to buy a car together, but only one of them knows how to drive. So they take a bus to the car store, and they bring their money with them. Oh, did I say they were trading in their dog sled?
No.
Good, because that's the punchline. So, the money melts, because it's a snowball. And they get there late, so they have to stay in a hotel. I'm gonna leave out the bellhop part, because it doesn't really go anywhere. God, this is a good joke.
Hank, look out, it's gonna blow.
Very funny.
Hey, Hank, you got a light?
That's a real good one for the 15th time.
Help, honey. My arm's been blown off by propane.
Ha ha, Joe Jack.
Seriously, baby. Thanks for blowing up the Megalomart.
I didn't blow it up.
There he is. Go on, ask him.
Oh, no, what's this?
Mr. Hill?
Hey there, Inez.
Will you speak of my quinceañera?
Well, what's a quinceañera?
It's a celebration, Hank. Inez is turning 15, and in Mexican culture, that's when she's recognized to be a woman. I'm so happy, Hank.
Well, I'd love to speak at her, party, but, I don't really know your daughter all that well.
The party's a month away, so you have plenty of time to get to know her. Why don't you come over to my house tomorrow?
Well, the thing about that is, I'm kind of on the spot here.
Great! So I'll see you tomorrow at my place.
Man of honor. That's quite an honor.
I would not be involved in a quinceañera, Hank. Do you know what goes on at those things? I do. They sacrifice the oldest woman in the room to make room for the new younger woman.
Well, I can't back out of it now. I already told Enrique I'd speak. At least he thinks I did. What can I say about a 14-year-old girl that I only see a couple times a year? All I know is she ate fruit salad at the company picnic.
What did you eat?
This could be your own private hideaway.
Ugh, what's with those guys in the alley?
Oh, those guys? They're never there. So, what do you think of this house? Pretty freaking cool, huh?
No. I hate it here. I mean, why don't you understand what I'm looking for? I want something real.
This is real, man. Honey, this is real estate.
You don't get it.
Asa, I have shown you over 30 houses now, and I still have no idea what you want.
I want a house.
This is a house.
This neighborhood is nowhere. I feel like I'm nowhere.
Okay, let's keep looking then. Sorry about the instant potatoes. That whiny client is taking up all of my time.
You're still working with that giblet head? Why don't you just pass him off to another realtor?
Because I have invested too much time with him to do that. It's like when you've lost so much money at blackjack that the only smart thing to do is keep playing.
Well, I'd trade places with you if I could. I really don't think I'm the right person to speak at Inez's party. I don't speak Spanish, and most of the people who will be there will probably want to hear some Spanish.
Well, I do know a lot about Mexican girls and quinceañeras. Why don't I come over to Enrique's tomorrow and help you? Right after I show Asa 5 more houses he won't like.
You know, everybody gets a big party except for me. Mexicans have 15, Jews have 13, rich girls have sweet 16. Everyone has some crazy day except for Christian boy.
Your baptism was amazing.
So I've heard. I don't think anyone has dibs on 14, so that could be mine. It could be called a sweet 14-o. There could be dancing and music, and then I'd have to eat 14 hot dogs before sunset, or I shall remain a boy forever.
Where is Peggy?
Hey! Come in! Inez is waiting. This is where I watch TV. And in there, that's my bedroom. That's where I sleep. And that's our bathroom. We don't need to talk about what goes on in there, huh, Hank?
Yeah, that looks like a pretty sturdy stage.
That's for the quinceañera, for the band, and for you. I'm also going to make a trellis for Inez to walk through, like a symbol. On that side, she's a girl. Then on that side, she's a woman. I might try sending my wife Yolanda through it backwards.
Oh, this is gonna be some party.
I always do it up. And you haven't heard the best part. Right after Inez becomes a woman, she's going to spin around as 1,000 rose petals rain down on her from above.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. I spared no expense. Come on, Yolanda. Hank and Inez have a lot to talk about.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
That's a pretty bird.
Birds, huh? Okay. Birds. Come on, Peggy.
No!
Come on, you haven't even seen the house yet.
Take me somewhere else. What are we doing here?
I just have to run in and help my husband learn about a 14-year-old Mexican girl. I'll crack the window for you. I'm so sorry I'm late. You must be Inez. Such a beautiful woman. I cannot believe you haven't been quinceañera yet.
Well, I'm glad you're here. It's not going so well.
Don't worry. People naturally open up to me. Sus osos son como placas. Okay, I broke the ice. Now you take it from here.
I should actually get going, too.
I hope you got everything you need for your speech because Buck Strickland's coming. You have to do a good job so he understands why I chose you to give the speech over him. Buck really wanted to give the speech, Hank.
Oh, no. He ran.
I'll take it!
Really?
Oh, yeah, I love it here. This is real. This is what I was talking about. No whiteys.
Oh, he doesn't live here. Enrique does. Enrique, meet your new neighbor.
Viva la Raza!
Okay.
Okay, see you at 10. Sweet. Hank, that is the 5th cool person I've talked to that wants to move into Enrique's neighborhood. Asa's friends are a honeypot, and I'm the only realtor bear with my paw in them.
Why does that Asa guy want to live in Enrique's neighborhood anyway?
Why do you ask? Because he's white?
No, because he's weird.
Well, that weird guy's loan was pre-approved. Probably because he has rich parents. And all of his friends are young, starving artists who also have rich parents.
Artists? But that neighborhood seems pretty family-oriented.
Hank, cool young people are good for neighborhoods. They come in and bring new life, art, music, a funky nightlife.
Yeah, if you say so. I just need help with this speech. I didn't get much out of Inez except that she likes birds. You gotta help me, Peggy.
I'm sorry, but I do not have time today. I have to find a 3-bedroom loft space for someone named DJ Peanut Butter. Maybe Bobby can help you. He knows some 14-year-old girls.
Well, there is one in my class, but she was held back because she's a dum-dum.
Bobby, just help your father.
Fine, but we should really be working on my sweet Fortino. That's gonna sneak up on us. Okay, the thing about girls is they're all obsessed with the popular girls. Love them or hate them, they want to talk about them. Bring up the popular girls, and I promise your problem will be getting her to shut up.
Tell me about the popular girls.
Well, there's this girl, Gabriela. She wears eyeliner and bracelets up to here. And then there's Amelia, she wears boots, and she says she has a car, but I don't think she has a car. And then there's Anna, and she's got glitter in her eyeball, and I think her hair might be fake, but I don't know. But she put a towel on her head one day.
What'd I tell you? I knew she'd open up to you. Do your Desperate Housewives, Inez.
You stole my man. I know your secret. I'll tell everyone you burnt down my house.
It's like we live on Wisterious Lane, Hank.
Okay, maybe I could ask a question, and then Inez will just answer that question. Does that sound good?
Sure.
First question. Do you have any hobbies?
I like soccer, and I like to go to the movies.
Really? Soccer? So you like sports, kinda? Well, you got some girl there, Enrique. Everyone in the neighborhood just loves her.
Yeah, she's like me, Hank.
This is the best fish taco yet, and I could drink horchata forever.
Hola, mi familia.
Cervezas, amigo.
Yeah, man.
These guys.
Check it out. My boy Chester just produced this. Let me know what you guys think.
This music makes me feel weird and depressed.
I'm changing it back.
Whoa. I think this SA might be in the wrong barrio.
You know where you are, gringo?
What?
Hey, Hank, you want another taco? Because I just ate your last one.
All right. He's with you.
Yeah, Hank's my friend.
Any friend of me, hermano, is a friend of mine.
I don't even know these guys, Hank, but they always know me. It's real weird.
I think this place is just perfect for your gallery.
I'm looking for someplace to, something a little more, I don't know.
Like a loft? Every house in this neighborhood can be converted into a loft.
I'm in. Do you have a light?
Always.
Boy, Enrique's neighborhood sure has changed. I tell you what, all these artists moved in so fast, and they all look the same, real skinny and walk slowly.
The people you are referring to are hipsters. They walk slowly because they got no place to be, man.
Yeah, well, Inez and I don't like them. It's hard enough to be a girl on the verge of womanhood without everything changing around you, and things are changing fast now.
No, Hank. That's beautiful. Don't tell us that. Save it for the quinceañera.
You know, Bill, you're right. That could be a good angle for my speech. I gotta write this down.
Hank, it's salmon. They put salmon in the fish tacos, Hank.
What are you talking about?
Look at it. It's salmon. They're ruining everything.
Oh, no, not the fish tacos.
Maybe you could talk to Peggy. Maybe she could sell those funny people houses somewhere else.
Well, I did, and Peggy says that those people are actually good for your neighborhood. Bring in some new life.
And salmon is very high in omega-3s.
I don't want a new life, Hank. I like my life and my tacos the way they were.
Okay, Enrique, just calm down. You need to be focusing on Inez's party. I'll talk to Peggy.
Thanks, Hank. And show her this.
Peggy, we gotta get going to that quinceañera. You should get ready. What are you doing?
Texting is the new talking, Hank.
That thing looks kind of expensive, Peggy.
Well, it is, but I've been making a lot of money lately. I am flipping little Mexico like a giant golden quesadilla.
Yeah, about that, Enrique wanted me to talk to you about the people you're bringing to his neighborhood.
Hank, neighborhoods change with time. Hispanics didn't always live there. Who knows who lived there before them? Native Americans probably own those houses.
But they're hipsters, Peggy.
I promise you, Hank, Enrique will thank me. His neighborhood has become the hot spot of Arlen. And if he really doesn't like it, he can just sell his house for a huge profit.
I guess you're right.
Oh, someone just texted me back. QRS smiley face. What do you think that means?
I can't believe how far we had to park. All these electric cars can't be for Enrique's.
Nope, DJ Donkey Oats is also having a party tonight.
Is everyone a DJ?
Yes.
Hey, Hills! Thanks for coming. This is a happy day. Let's all be happy, okay? So, hey, you got your speech ready?
I think I'll do Inez proud. Inez, you look beautiful. So are you ready to walk through that trellis?
I can't believe this is happening. It's like a dream. Oh, and guess who came? Anna and Gabriela.
Really? They're talking again? Well, that's great. But what about Carlos? This could get really uncomfortable.
Hank, I'll be videotaping your speech. And the sacrifice.
Everyone, welcome. Thank you all for coming to this special day. When Inez was born, it was the happiest day of my life. Yes, I'm so happy I can do this for Inez, and a great man made this possible. My boss, Hank Hill. Hank spent the last few weeks getting to know my family better, and he brought his wife Peggy with him. Peggy started selling houses around here. She really changed things, huh? And now our rent has gone up, and we can't afford to stay here anymore. So we have to move. I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't know where Inez will be a woman. I don't want to move. I'm scared, Hank.
Yeah, Hank, get up there. Do it, buddy. Woo-hoo!
Well, that was a disaster.
I can't believe that Enrique doesn't own his own house. He's lived there for over 20 years. Who rents a house for 20 years? I'm pretty sure Inez's room is an addition.
But the neighborhood is getting nicer. If anything, the skyrocketing rents attest to that. Oh, Hank, I've been a bad realtor. I abused my power. I sold irresponsibly.
Well, it's not all your fault. Yeah, it is.
Hipsters were attracted to me because I am cool. And I played it up. Peg the cool realtor, slapping fives and throwing up peace signs. I'm disgusting.
Please, God, give me one more crown. Pineapple. Oh, pineapple.
I just wanted you to know that Peggy feels terrible about what's happened. We both do.
I'm freaking out here. Yolanda doesn't want to move, and I don't know what to do.
Well, I don't get it. You make good money here. Why don't you own your house?
Oh, you sound like my cousin. You gotta buy. Interest rates are good. I live for today, okay? I like to have a good time.
You mean you spend all your money on parties?
And funerals. What am I going to do? None of us want to move. Inez doesn't want to go to a new school.
She can't go to a new school. She just started eating lunch with Anna and Gabriella.
Okay, how about this? Now I'm just thinking out loud here. There was a practice in realty called redlining that kept blacks from owning in certain neighborhoods. Now that was obviously bad, but if we used it against hipsters, in my hands, I think it would be a very effective tool.
Peggy, no.
This could work, Hank. The neighborhood would go back to the way it was, housing prices will stabilize, and Enrique can afford to stay.
Or, how about this? What do hipsters like? Cool things. So we invent a place called Cool Town. In Cool Town, music's always playing and everybody drives convertibles.
Ugh, it sounds like Austin.
Bobby, you are almost right.
Really?
Almost. The thing that I've learned about these people is that it's not about where they want to be, but where they don't want to be.
Brilliant.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Who are you?
Hey, man, we're dang old neighbors, man. Talking about I'd like to go watch football, man. Come on, tell me no go Longhorns, man.
So, you guys want to come over for Grays? Idol? How about game night?
Hey, neighbor! I'm Bill! I own my own house. I am a homeowner. Now I pay mortgage instead of rent. I'm building equity. We should celebrate.
Well, I'm really happy for you, Enrique, but maybe you should lay low for a while. My neighbors and I have to keep pretending like we live here until we get rid of the rest of the guys.
Yeah, then we're going to celebrate. You heard of a housewarming. This is going to be a house inferno.
How about for now, we celebrate with a beer? Yep.
Yep. Maybe just some donkey rides for the kids.
Thanks, Mr. Hill. This is really great.
Now then, I believe we have a little unfinished business. And now I'd like to say a few words about a young girl, a young woman named Inez.
Everybody, I have a listing.
A listing?
Now, since the market is as tight as an Englishman's cricket shoes, it's only fair this assignment go to the employee I feel is most deserving. Me! Oh, and for the rest of you, if you're lucky enough to get a listing, well, you'll now get 2 weeks to sell it. And if you don't, it goes back to my top salesperson. Still me.
Sizemore Realty, this is Peggy Hill speaking, but you can call me your realtor.
Mashed potatoes and French fries? If it's bad news, Mom, just let me have it.
Let the starches flow like water. I have a listing.
Way to go, Peggy!
Well, all right, Peggy. That's a pretty big deal considering the rough housing market.
Yes, it is, but I only have 2 weeks to sell the house, or I will lose the listing and maybe my job. No, you enjoy those fries, Bobby, because I plan on staging the heck out of this house.
What's staging?
It's like a home makeover. I fill the house with flowers, candles, and nice furniture, so people won't have a chance to imagine how bad it's gonna look with their crap in it.
I know what'll attract a big crowd. You could put in a Gap. People love the Gap.
The last hose you'll ever buy. I've had to buy it 3 times, and I'm buying it again. This is gonna be the one.
Oh, God, look who's here. That home inspector, Bud Ferguson.
Where? Where is he?
Bud Ferguson, pushing a shopping cart like a mere mortal.
That jerk killed 2 of our sales last month because the houses had structural problems. Like every house doesn't have those.
It's Ferguson's job to be tough, and he's damn good at it. Did you know he discovered faulty wiring at Bo Shoot's house through 3 layers of drywall?
Of course we do. You fail a Ferguson inspection, everyone in Arlen knows.
Poor Shoot was so humiliated, he had to move to a Dakota. His unsellable house still sits empty. Sad for him, sad for the house.
I will sell this house by 1 p.m. Your open house starts in an hour, so what do you say you jump in the car and go for a little spin around the state?
Even if I was physically capable of getting into an automobile, I ain't going nowhere with outsiders in the house. They'll steal our stuffs.
The open house was a disaster. That woman, she kept kissing her ferret on the mouth. I don't know who I felt worse for.
Oh, ugly people sure do ruin a lot. They've done studies with newborns, and if given the choice, babies would rather go to pretty strangers than their own ugly parents.
Well, obviously babies are not as stupid as they look. That's it, Nancy, that's what I need. Beautiful people. If I populate the open house with beautiful people, no one will notice the ugly ones. And who are the best-looking people in town? Well, librarians after they take off their glasses, and actors. I will go with the actors. Welcome, cast members of the 142 Taylor Avenue Open House. Right now, you are a random assortment of very good-looking actors. But by next weekend's open house, you will be a family.
Sounds great. I hate my real family.
So, Madam Director, what do you want us to do?
Well, why don't you act?
If you want us to act, we need a script. We're not improv people.
A script, right, Melrose? Which means I get to write one. I will write about how wonderful the house is. People will fall in love with it, and bingo, it's sold. I'm just gonna have to dig deep into my tortured soul to write this thing. I will call my mother. Frank, why don't you warm up the actors?
All right, everybody, let's warm up.
33 minutes to cut a lawn. That's a personal best.
Unique New York. Unique New York.
What the?
New York. Unique New York. Unique New York.
Hey, Dad! Check it out!
New York.
I'm an actor!
Peggy, this is crazy. Using actors to sell houses is a dumb idea.
Hank, my job is on the line. I have to sell that freak house, and I have 1 week to write a script and get it up on its feet before the open house. These actors are my only hope.
But, Peggy, the boy, he's swaying.
Hank, if God forbid you were desperate to keep your job and had to peddle propane in our living room, I would not object.
All right, fine. But please don't ever compare acting to propane again.
Connections. This play is about how this house has affected people's lives. Now, let's do the scene between Luann, her husband, and emotionally distant father, and how they connect in this mid-century kitchen with modern upgrades.
I know this is way uncool, but can we do my scenes first? I've got a mattress commercial this afternoon.
Oh, you got that? Good. Good.
Okay, everybody. Let's do the scene in the walk-in closet / third bedroom. Okay, in this scene, Frank...
Peggy, I know writer's word is gold, but do I have to say this?
French doors?
Doors is fine. It's the other word.
Okay. I do not know what the French did to you, but I will work around them. Fine. Kitchen scene. Hustle!
Oh, God.
Stay where you are, Hank. The actors have to get used to working around the freaky people. Everybody, pretend Hank is a scary old man with an oxygen tank.
Girls, I've got good news and bad news. I'll start with the bad. Your mother is dead.
Mother!
But the good news is that her memory will live on in this house. Its sturdy frame just like hers, and large bay windows, like your mother's big blue eyes, that will never open again.
Dang it, Dale, I told you, the bed is off limits.
Don't sit on my bed. Don't try on my belt. You sure have a lot of rules, King Don't.
Knock it off, Dale. I got enough problems with these actors crawling all over my house, eating imaginary bananas when real ones are sitting right there in a bowl.
I don't know what I'd do if I had actors in my house. We'd probably play charades late into the night, then get drunk on sangria and practice our Oscar speeches.
I could rid you of your extremely attractive pests, Hank. I won't say when. I will say scorpions.
I'm not sure if it's the high ceilings or the recessed lighting, but this room makes me...
It's a miracle, my love.
Cut! Luann, you entered too early again. Bobby says, makes me want to dance. He dances, then you rush in. Come on, people. We have got 1 week to get this right, or I will lose my job. Action.
It's a miracle, my love. After 15 years, we are pregnant.
And I know exactly who's responsible. This house.
Chris, what are you doing here, interrupting my knitting group?
I know what you're doing here. Using actors to sell houses. Brilliant. You're making real estate history, Peggy, and I want to be a part of it. More specifically, I want a part in it.
He's not even hot.
Well, it wouldn't be fair to just throw you in. See, these are professional actors.
all love the womb, that they're first being bred, then give my tongue like leave to love my head.
Well, you're my boss.
Another guy, great. There goes my chimney monologue.
Fine, I'll rewrite the freaking thing.
You guys are still up? It's 11:30.
Dad, Mom's been typing for 6 hours straight, except for that 15 minutes when she just started crying.
Hank, it is impossible to please all my actors. But I just did. Oh, forgot to save.
I was hoping you'd take the house back, and maybe your old dad, too.
I missed you so much, Dad. Hug me.
Where is Melrose?
I'm calling from the set.
On the phone? Wait, okay, I can handle this. You are on the phone because you're away at school. Melrose is away at college and is calling because she misses her family. No, her home. Frank, go with it.
I know you're trying to break the cycle, being the first one in the family to graduate college, but we miss you. And more importantly, the house misses you.
Did everyone feel that? It was real, and it was good.
I could even feel it here, Frank.
Oh my goodness. Well, we might actually pull this off. At this rate, tomorrow's dress rehearsal is going to be fantastic. Now, everybody remember to bring friends so it feels like a real open house.
I love the theater. It's in me now.
Spencer, the talk.
Bobby, did you know I'm 35 years old and I spend my weekends in a sandwich costume just to make rent?
This is the story of a family. But it's not about the people in the family. Nay, it's a story about what keeps them together. This is the story of a house.
Good Lord.
They told me you died in the war.
I did. I saw the white light, God, the whole nine. But while there, I couldn't stop thinking about home. So I couldn't stay dead.
You can start the party. Cousin Joey has arrived. I didn't knock because I never do. Which is why doctors will never tell you that homesick is the worst kind of sick. And one day, I will honor this house by becoming the man she always knew I could be.
Brava, Peggy, brava! Again, this play idea, genius. I, however, have surpassed that genius and gone on to create a new level of genius by inviting a client to the show.
Oh, good. You are my target audience. Come on, how much did you love it?
It was great. So great, I made an offer on the house.
I don't understand. I sold you a house that you've never even seen?
No, Peggy, that would make you a witch. He made an offer on this house.
What? But this is my house. It's not for sale.
Even at $25K over asking price? With a full cash deposit?
Sold!
I can't believe you sold our house.
I know, and for a very good price. $25K over asking in a down market.
Would you open it, Dad? You know, autographs.
Has this family gone insane? That's it. Bobby, open your own dang soda. Peggy, we're not moving. End of story.
I am sorry, Hank. When I sold our house, I was drunk on the powerful elixir that is fame.
But we cannot back out of this sale. It will destroy my reputation, which after tonight is off the freaking charts.
Well, that's just too bad. I'm not selling this house, Peggy.
But Hank, there would be a huge penalty if we back out. It could be $10,000.
I'm not paying anything. You have to get us out of this. End of discussion.
Okay, Hank, I will find a way to keep our house. Actors got us into this. Actors will get us out.
I do appreciate you letting me see the place during the day.
Psst, yo, your loan payment's L to the 8. If you don't cough up the Skrilla, you'll have to answer to the Jets.
Hey, I just moved in down the block, and I'm required by law to tell everybody I'm a sex offender.
Good Lord. Just ignore them. They're actors. Sir, I'm going to level with you. This is all a big mistake. Our home is not for sale. I have no interest in selling the house where I raised my boy and my dog.
See now? This is exactly the kind of life I want.
No, this is my life, and you can't have it.
Kill the train, Bobby.
I'm going to get some sleep. Unless you plan on selling the bed.
You will regret that, Dig, because I have figured out a way to get out of the sale and protect my reputation as super realtor. All we have to do is not pass the inspection.
There's no way this house will fail an inspection.
Sure it can, if we stage it to make it look damaged. And our inspector is Ferguson, so it will be easy to fail.
Ferguson? Your reputation can take the hit because there's no goddamn way I'm looking like a fool in front of the greatest inspector of our generation.
Hank, there isn't any other way. We can't afford the penalty.
Master craftsman versus master inspector. I wonder if you'll fight to the death.
So, we're definitely not gonna be friends with Ferguson? Maybe we can be frenemies. A love-hate relationship's the next best thing.
I'm sorry, Bill. We're not going to be anything with Ferguson after I fail his inspection, and everyone in Arlen hears about it.
Problem remains, how will you fail? Your house is perfection.
Well, you got me. I've taken such good care of my home, I don't even know what a bad one looks like.
This beam's rotting, and over there you've got your termite damage, and look what I can do.
How is that even possible?
That's nothing compared to this.
Put some brown around the edges so it looks like it's progressed to phase 2. And Bobby, when your mom's done with the ladder, replace her air filter with, Mr. Dotrieves.
Dad, if it makes you feel better, I don't want to be an actor anymore.
Thank you, son. Look at this place. My whole life has been a lie.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hank. I just got carried away.
I'm gonna vomit.
Be strong, Hank. Remember, this is the only way to save our house. But if you need to, we could use an extra carpet stain in Bobby's room.
Doorbell doesn't work. It's not dangerous, but it is a violation. With all the home improvement shows these days, you'd think maintenance wouldn't be such an alien concept.
Oh, this is really horrible. I feel like your boxing manager and you've been beat up and I have to cut your eye with the razor so you can see.
If I were a joking man, I'd say here's the damage, but I'm not. I'm going to have to fail this house. It'd take a skilled craftsman 1,000 man-hours to fix it.
1,000 man-hours? That's a lot of money. Sorry, folks. I'm out.
Care to read my report, Mr. Hill?
No, I'll wait and read it with everyone else in town.
I'm thinking the master craftsman who destroyed this house should have no problem repairing it.
You're talking over my head here, sir. I'm just a bad homeowner.
Mr. Hill, only someone with incredible skills could make such a well-maintained home appear so damaged. I'm impressed.
This is a house of healing. Uncle Jeb, you don't need that oxygen tank to breathe in here.
Q-bag.
Q-bod.
Oh, man, it's like that damn mogmo. I'm not even going to give this animal the satisfaction of trying to read it. That's just what he wants.
One day you're living in paradise, next day it's a crime-ridden slum.
Society's going to hell in a handbasket. I blame the media blamers.
And one more thing, people. K107 is sponsoring this year's science fair, which will now be known as Rock the Science. The winner gets to present their findings to Easy Ed and the Chicken Boy.
Dude, you want to be my partner for the science fair? I found a dead bird in my backyard we could probably do something with.
Thanks, Joseph, but I'd like to increase my chances of winning and decrease my chances of working. Hey, Connie, want to be my science partner?
That'd be great! I've got about 50 awesome ideas. 57 if we're allowed to use radium. I'll email them to you tonight.
Why are you trying to get back together with her?
What? I'm not. It's just a science project. It's not like we're in a play together.
Dude, she might be thinking something else. When she walked out of that room, she looked back at you.
I think you've been reading too many of your dad's romance novels.
Why else would the smartest girl in class want to work with you? You made sun tea for last year's science project.
Uh-oh.
Damn vandal. This'll probably take us hours between the joking around and the horseplay.
And the beer runs.
Look, we're all upset, but this guy hasn't licked me yet.
This is gonna be cool.
Here we go. This is the best day ever.
Yeah.
Now it's fast.
You missed a spot.
I did? Nah, man, it's just like that old shadow, man.
I gotta let her down easy. Normally, I'd start with a joke, but that's how she fell for me in the first place.
You know what might soften the blow? Tell her I've always been into her. And that I always stare at her not because I'm creepy, but because I'm deep.
I'll do what I can. Hey, partner! Oh. Connie? Whoa. I knew you weren't wearing slutty lipstick.
Huh?
I just got flipped by this girl who looked kind of like you, but she was dressed like a teenager.
Ugh, that's Tid Powell, my cousin from L.A. She's sleeping in my room.
L.A.? She was so in my face I thought New York, but L.A. is even better.
Hey, ain't you the fat kid who jumped me?
Yes, I am, Bobby Hill. So, Tid Powell, how long you gonna be here on the Third Coast?
Till I ain't.
She's here for the rest of the semester. Not that anyone asked me. And while you're here, stop attacking people. This isn't L.A. where anything goes, where it's cool to take me to Knott's Berry Farm and totally ditch me.
Whoa, sorry, I didn't know I was smacking down your boyfriend.
Boyfriend?
I'm not. We're just science partners. Nothing more.
Peace.
Catch you later. Catch you later's still a cool phrase, isn't it? I mean, have you ever used it?
No.
Okay, phew.
Everybody, we have a new student, Tid Powell. Now, I know there are a number of ways we can make fun of her name, like Kung Pao, or I suppose Tid Poo, so let's have none of that. So, do you enjoy exploring the mysterious world of science?
Do you?
Yes?
Did you see how she turned it around on him?
Okay, Tid Pal will need a partner for the science fair. I assume Joseph is available.
I don't want Tid Pal. I want Connie. You want Tid Pal.
That whole family is hot.
We could do something with photosynthesis, but that's not very sexy. And of course, mitochondrial cell swapping has been done to death.
Connie, I think we should switch partners.
What? You asked me to be your partner and now you're blowing me off? Great. Fine. You and Joseph have fun. So what's it gonna be? Paper airplanes? How a rock works?
Actually, I want to work with Tid Pal.
But she's just a stuck-up wise-ass who wears too much makeup. And the real reason her parents made her leave LA is because her grades are slipping. That's right, slipping.
So she's not book smart. She gets an A in cool.
Hi, science partner. You want to see my dead bird?
Man, I hate it here. I just want to come home.
Too soon, Q-Bag. Know what I'm saying? The Alvera Street Queen's still going off about that kilo you stole. Yo, just stay away, yo.
Yeah, maybe I should give back what I took from them.
Where you gonna cop that much meth? You don't know any dealers down there.
I guess I'll have to cook it up myself. I just gotta get a hold of the equipment.
You better be careful, girl. People probably got their eye on you.
No sweat. I can con one of these inbred hicks to do my dirty work for me.
Hi.
Hold on. Yo, Cleo, that hot dude from next door is here. Call you back.
Will you be my science fair partner?
Science partners, huh? Sounds cool.
All right. I mean, sub.
See? I was right. It's Q-Bag. There's the Q, and that's clearly bag.
Gentlemen, I believe I've solved our graffiti problem. We build a protective razor wire top fence around our existing fence.
Dang it, Dale. That's genius.
Indeed. I will use a salami to simulate what this stuff will do to a vandal's arm. We need a real arm. Bill?
Hey, Tid Pal. I've been, jamming on some science fair ideas. I've got some notions involving goggles and some kind of beaker. Why don't we get together tonight for a brainstorming session? See where it takes us.
Don't worry about it. I already got an idea.
Awesome. I'll pick you up at 7. Luann, you're the hippest person I know. I need to take Tid Pal someplace that's not boring. You know, sophisticated, but close enough that I can ride my bike.
Okay. You know, it's exciting. That place where you bet on which chicken is madder.
I could not help overhearing, and I cannot help making some suggestions. Here's what to do. The Pioneer Women's Museum.
Mom, I'm looking for cool, not lame.
Lame? Well, maybe, if you think it's lame to spend an evening with costumes and artifacts used by our foremothers.
I bet you thought we were too hick to have sushi in Arlen. And a year ago, you would have been right.
Salmon's almost defrosted, so it'll be just a sec. Your fries are ready, though.
Yo, man, this tuna's from a can.
That's how I got it, Carl. Maybe we should go roller skating. My mother clipped a coupon for me. Oh no, they're after us. This is crap, isn't it?
Crappiest.
Ooh, I don't think you're supposed to touch the women.
Got bugs?
I think the cow wants to milk Grandma.
You know what we should do for our project? Find out how boys like Bobby could possibly be interested in some street trash like Tid Pal.
You know, if you're tired, you could crash here.
Oh, Joseph, I really don't want to get into this again.
Joseph, don't forget to do the yawn and stretch.
Hey, check this out.
You're the one doing that? My dad keeps having to sandblast, restain, and lacquer it off.
He's the one doing that?
You've got to understand. He doesn't even approve of bumper stickers.
Yeah, but you're cooler than that, aren't ya?
Give me that can. Check it out, girl. I'm representing.
Q-bag. Painterer.
You, inside now. Dang it, Bobby. Your mother and I took our wedding photos in front of that fence.
Man, I'm just keeping it real, dog. You'd never make it in L.A.
I hope I never make it to L.A.
I could make it in L.A. I just have very fair skin. My dermatologist says it would be a death sentence.
What's that? I'm sorry, Mom. I couldn't hear you over the crickets and banjos.
Mister, if you think you're in a small town now, you're about to be mayor of your room for a few months. I tell you what. And stay away from that Tid Pal. Don't think I can't tell the difference between her and Connie, because I can.
I swear to your father, I keep you out of trouble. And now you get mixed up with Bobby Hill. What is it with you beautiful Asian girls and that stupid redneck boy? Why so self-destructive? Low self-esteem?
Long distance.
You use calling card? Of course not.
Yeah, the stuff will be ready by next week. I just gotta sell it, then book it back to Cali. I'll bring you a little extra for your birthday.
Aww.
Clear your calendars, open cockpit biplane fans. This weekend is the dedication of Arlen Airfield's new windsock.
Yo, Tid Pal, my dad said I couldn't see you, and I just said, chill, Hank. You don't tell me what...
Close the door!
Oh, crap! Did my dad see me? Whoa, my dad said that you're a bad influence, and here you got half our science fair project done. What are we making?
It's a candy machine.
All right! Hard candy, chewy candy, sticky candy, gummy candy.
Just candy.
Interesting. Interesting. So what's the filling? Caramel, nougat, nuts, jelly?
You ready to help me?
Anything, partner.
Yo, your dad works at a propane place, right? Yeah, I'm gonna need like 4 tanks.
I don't know. As soon as I ask him, he'll want to know what it's for, and when your name comes up, no go.
Then don't ask him.
But... Sometimes I overthink.
Can you believe the sass coming out of his mouth? And now it's on my fence.
Oh, come on, Hank. He's just trying to impress a girl. Remember how when we were first dating, you used to run up and down escalators?
Yeah, well, at least he was using paint.
This is your dad's job? This place stinks.
Yeah, you think that's bad? You should get a whiff of his overalls. Most of his customers pay him in manure.
We're gonna need 2 more tanks.
But these were the only little ones outside.
So get some from inside. You've already jacked his keychain. What's the biggie?
Just gonna grab a soda, fellas. Okay, boys, hear me, and I'm ready to go.
Morning, Joe Jack. Morning, Enrique. Morning, darling. Oh, my God. Mr. Strickland, we've been robbed.
No, it all got spent on coffee yesterday. Honest.
What the hell is going on in this town? First, kids are spray painting fences. Now someone is stealing propane. I can understand wanting propane so bad you could steal it, but to actually go through with it? What kind of sicko would do that? Well, the propane is under my watch, so it's coming out of my pay.
I was thinking maybe we can sell our first batch of candy and use the money to repay my dad. Also, I was thinking we could call them Bobby Ruths.
Forget that. I need you to jack us some cough syrup, yo. You know, to finish our project.
More stealing? Yeah, we got heavy into that in the 6th grade. It's kind of played out. Now we're into asking our parents for the money and explaining what it's for. Yeah, that's what's cool now. Come on, Q Bob. I got $5. We can go buy a bottle of children's cherry.
Man, you are so weak.
I'll meet you here before the science fair. I mean the science phys-air.
Check out this machine we made. It picks up radio signals.
It's an incubator, Joseph. I had the radio on in my room while I was making it.
Then does music just...
So, Bobby, where's your cool girlfriend?
She'll be here, don't you worry about that. Mom, the science fair's today. I need some cough syrup.
Are you trying to play sick? Because I will have a thermometer in you before you can sit down.
No, I want to go to school and win that science fair. And when I come home, the only thing I'm putting on Dad's fence is a blue ribbon. Or a Chicken Boy t-shirt. I don't remember what the prizes were.
I'll be honest with you. I'm a little uncomfortable with buying such a large quantity of Zoom from a 13-year-old girl.
Please, mister, can I just get the deposit? I'm late for a Girl Scout meeting.
Don't you cross me, little girl.
Just made my deal. It'll be enough to pay back the Alvera Street Queens and fly back to Cali first class. Your punk ass picking me up at the airport?
Aye.
Great, thanks.
This is lemon. You brought it here? God, you are one dumbass pig farmer.
What are you yelling at me for? I'm the one here rocking the science. Now, if you're ready to make some candy, hand me that brake fluid.
What's that cop doing here?
Oh, that's Mike Soto's dad. He's one of the judges. He was a substitute science teacher last year while he was on suspension from the force.
Yo, I got 2 priors.
But if you leave, you won't get any credit.
It's all yours, man.
Fine. More A's for me.
I think somebody already did your project. Oh, yeah, it's right over there. The vending machine.
That the best dig you got? Maybe you need to invent a trash-talking machine. Oh, I hope this candy tastes better than it smells. Oh, it's got to. It smells like cat pee.
Ammonia? Cough syrup? Drain cleaner? Bobby, you're not making candy. Didn't you watch that MTV special with Andy Dick? You're making methamphetamine. You know, crystal meth, ice, crank.
Big deal, I made a crank machine. I'll just change the sign to how a crank is made. Now quit blocking me from the judges.
It's drugs, Bobby. The kind you go to jail for.
Oh, God. I swear I didn't know. She set me up. I'm just a clod-hopping pig farmer who is too dumb to listen. You were so right about her.
Yep.
Connie, please, think. You gotta help me.
Hey, you wanted excitement. You got it.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The compression generated by the air pump can launch the potato with enough force to go through a man's skull at 100 yards.
Candy. Oh, Bobby, this is a refreshing change from Emily's Can Mice Swim project. Turns out they can, but not for long. Let me try a piece.
No. The experiment is a failure. I'll take the F, sir.
Oh, it's like rock candy. You know who has a sweet tooth? Officer Soto. Chad?
No, you can't. It's bad. It's too sweet. You'll get diarrhea. I sneezed in it.
What the heck is wrong with you?
It was an accident. Prove it wasn't, yo.
I'm the last uncle you got. You'll screw up here. We ship you back to Grandma in Laos.
The fatty tuna smells a little funny, but it all smells kind of funny to me.
Would you look at us, chilling in a hip new sushi place right here in Arlen? Who needs L.A.?
So this is chicken tempura, huh? It's pretty good.
Try it with the gravy, Hank. It's,
Don't worry, got though.
Go long, Bobby.
I got it!
Dang it, Bobby. Football tryouts are in 2 days.
So, I'll just be running back. That was your position, right? They have to give it to me.
Son, you don't get to be running back just because your dad was. We fought a whole war with England over that. Maybe you should go out for center. It'll allow you to put your God-given immobility to good use.
Oi!
Ready, set, hike. Bobby, snap the ball.
This ball's the only thing holding me up right now.
I know what you're going through, Hank. Joseph doesn't want to follow in my footsteps as towel manager. He wants to be quarterback.
Maybe Bobby could be towel manager.
I want Bobby to compete for a spot on the team. I don't want him just handed it.
Handed it? Towel tryouts are brutal. And word down at the laundromat is there's this girl, Kathleen. She's the one to beat. Spent the last 3 summers folding linens at Bed Bath & Beyond.
Well, at least you'd be part of the team. And you'd get to hear the coach's pep talk. Yeah, this might work.
Sounds good to me. I love towels. I'll be just like that bear in the fabric softener commercial.
Oh.
Nice, Gribble.
I take a lot of baths.
So I finally got up the guts to ask Nancy for raising my allowance. It did not go well.
I did it, Dad. I'm the new towel manager. No, I couldn't have done it without Joseph. He worked up quite a sweat making quarterback.
All right, Bobby, way to go.
Yeah, man, Bobby. My boy is on a team. Not a squad, not a club. A team.
143!
Yeah!
Dale, what are you cheering for? Joseph just threw an interception.
Huh? Bobby just handed off the fresh towels, put the dirties in the hamper, and didn't fumble once. That's the hat trick.
Really? Well, all right. Go, Bobby. Show that hamper who's boss.
Good practice, boys. Whataburger's on me. Hell, you ain't going anywhere till every jockstrap is as clean as a surgeon's mask. Let's go, move it! Hustle don't stop till you leave the field!
Hey, towel manager. Got a little time for an old running back?
Oh, this stinks. All I do is get towel snapped by the players and yelled at by Coach.
He yelled at you? Really? What'd he say?
He said, Hill!
He knows your name? Well, that means you're really part of the team. Well, looks like you've got some hard work ahead of you. Enjoy it because you've earned it.
Bobby Hill, those roses not squirt water if that's what you're looking for.
They're lovely.
I started growing roses after the doctor cut off my Xanax. Very relaxing to have total control of another living thing.
Mind if I try?
Okay, but just one.
Oh, this is kind of nice. And they smell so much better than jock straps.
Maybe to you.
Bobby, are you sniffing glue or feeding a wounded bird? Either way, I will not have it at my dinner table.
It's a flower from Mrs. Supernoosempone's garden. Mom, you ever think about growing roses?
Of course not. Do you think I want my house to look like a grave?
Now, hold on here. I don't want to hear about any roses unless we're talking about the Rose Bowl. Hey, maybe you could towel manage that someday.
I'm not sure
Good point. You've got to hone your skills. The game this week will be a real test. It'll be your first time folding in front of a crowd. Quick, son, show me what you've got.
Looking for a plant?
Which one of these sticks is gonna turn into roses?
That one? Maybe. I don't know. I just got transferred from fabrics.
It says roses.
Yeah, I told you. Okay, the tag says they need food and water and sun and dirt and love.
Can I substitute extra love for sun? I kinda have to hide these in my bedroom closet.
No way, man. That'd be going against the tag. Unless... Okay, I know someone who can help you, but the problem is that he's at another store, and like, you're at this store.
I have a bike.
Oh, that changes everything.
Can we help you?
Yes, Ricky at the Megalo Mart told me to see you about growing stuff indoors.
Don't say anything.
He told me to tell you I'm cool.
He's cool.
So, what kind of herbage you growing?
They're roses.
Oh. Well, those are legal now. You can grow them outside.
My dad doesn't like me outside unless I'm on a football field. He only wants me to do stuff that you can win.
You tell your dad that Lao Tzu said, the wise stay behind and go ahead. They want nothing and have everything.
Yeah. Huh?
It means competing against others is not the way to happiness. You want to know more? Check this out.
Chinese philosophy. Huh. Is that why you guys seem so happy? One cannot cause growth. One can only let growth. Huh.
We're getting skunked. How is this happening?
Oh my God, where's Bobby?
Ah! Blue 32! Blue 32! Yikes!
No! Go that way!
No, he's going the wrong way.
I've seen this before. It's total towel chaos. The team needs me. I'm coming, Joseph. Help! Hey!
Bobby!
I don't know what I'm gonna do when I see him. I might kill him.
Bobby, if you're gonna hide from me, at least have the guts to do it without a nightlight.
Hey, Dad, what's going... Oh! The game?
It was a disaster. There was sweat and mud everywhere. Oh, God, the slipping. The horrible slipping.
You got cut from the team. Kathleen Barnes is the new towel manager.
Thanks to you, a girl is doing our team's laundry. Now get out of my sight.
This house is going to be TP'd tonight. That's a given. Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I guess Towel Manager wasn't in my cosmic path. I wish Kathleen all the best of karma.
The best of what? What were you doing in that closet?
Nothing.
Sticks and lights? Is this some kind of puppet theater?
They're Rose's dad.
Roses. I'm trying to teach the boy how to compete in the real world, build up his confidence a little, and all he wants to do is sniff flowers.
Oh, Hank, what's the big deal?
Well, now I know where Bobby gets his what's the big deal attitude.
Well, if it's so important to you, take him to go see a rose-growing competition.
Rose competition? Come on, Peggy, there's no such thing.
Oh, yes, there is. Min goes all the time. It's probably because she's very unhappy in her marriage.
So, what? I pretend it's a sport and...
And he'll pay attention because it's something he loves. It's like when I try to get through to you, I mention propane.
Huh. Bobby, I've got some good news, but I want you to promise you're not going to squeal like a girl. I've decided to let you grow your roses. And the best part is, I'm entering you into a rose contest. You get to compete against the top, old women, I imagine, in the county.
Compete? But Lao Tzu says the way of the sage is to act, but not to compete.
There, that thing you just said, that's what I'm trying to fix. Son, you've got to try at something and give it your best shot. You like flowers? Well, make us proud and be the best damn rose grower in town. Now, what do you say, tough guy? Are you ready to grow the hell out of those roses?
You bet I am.
Whoa, 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 where are you going?
Outside. Now that you're okay with them, I might as well put these thirsty little piggies in the ground. Now, where'd I put that floppy gardening hat?
You can't grow them outside. People will see you. And, steal your gardening secrets. You'd better stay in the closet until you win. Then you can plant them in the front yard, and if anybody gives you any guff, you can show them your trophy.
Or sash.
Or sash.
Check out that engine. It hauls so much ass I can drive it to work.
Yep, she's a monster.
Oh, I'll get it. Yeah, hello, ladies. I'm here to, sign up for that, big rose-off you got going on.
Are you that guy who just moved in from Portland? Grew the Madame Plantier that won Mini Princess of Show?
Well, I understood that one word, grew, but I do know I am not the mini princess of anything.
Why not? Forget to prune your side buds?
Here's a sign-up sheet for the show. Don't let them get to you. They treat anybody who isn't sponsored by Miracle Grow lower than fertilizer. Excuse my language.
Oh, no problem. So how many pounds was the rose that won last year?
Pounds? Is that a joke?
No. I mean, I saw that pumpkin on the news they had to carry out on a forklift. Bigger is better at these things, right?
Size is only 10% of your score. There's form, color, substance, stem and foliage, balance, and proportion.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Cultivating roses isn't some moron hobby like lawn growing. It's science and art. You think you can just wake up one morning, flip on a pair of gardening clogs, and play with the big boys? No, sir.
Hey, no reason to get excited here. My wife and I are just trying to get our son involved in something easy to give him a little confidence.
Your son? A little boy should be collecting baseball cards and catching fireflies, not spending sleepless nights trying to urge the perfect rosebud to blossom. How dare you steal that boy's innocence? Now get out of this gardening section. You make me sick.
I am your sunshine, your only sunshine. Am I in? Am I in?
You're in all right, Tiger.
This is so great! I don't know if it's the stem massage or my singing, but these babies are really responding to something.
You think you can just wake up one morning, flip on a pair of gardening clogs, and play with the big boys?
You know, this closet is bigger than it looks. Mind if I sit in and help a bit?
You mean it? Sure. That whoopee cushion doesn't work, but you can still use it as a cushion. Hey, you fixed it!
Wait, am I supposed to cut above the bud or under the bud?
Well, Lao Tzu would say that you must let the cut make itself.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the American Rose Association rule book. Oh my God, listen to all these reasons we can be disqualified. Misnaming, misclassing, unlabeled, mislabeled, stem on stem? Are we stem on stemming?
Dad, you gotta relax. Roses can pick up on your vibe.
Dang it, Bobby, cut the Benihana talk.
Okay, don't panic. They can pick up on that too.
Huh, I guess this must be some kind of rose-growing store for kids. Excuse me, sir, I need to replace this grow light.
Is that so, officer?
It's okay, guys. He's cool.
Oh, come on, man. That lamp is for high school kids. Step up to the phototrons. They rock.
They'll force your buds, increase your yield and your potency. Just call me from outer space and tell me it ain't true.
Wow. How'd you like to see that in our closet, Bobby?
Would I? We're gonna grow the best roses ever!
Okay, this setup will cost you about $2,000.
$2,000?
You got a job, right?
I have a great job. But still, dang it. No wonder all those other rose growers have sponsors. Hey, what would you fellas say to sponsoring us in our rose competition?
Well, man, competition ain't really our buzz. Lao Tzu says to be better than someone is to be worse than all.
Wrap your mind around that one, dude.
Well, wrap your minds around this. We'll wear stems and seeds t-shirts, and you could put the roses in those vases. Come on, fellas, this is important. You see, our great country was positive values like competition, the American way, hearts and minds. Now, Mr. Association Commissioner Murray Hogarth. All if stems and seeds would just sponsor us. What do you say, guys?
We need more of this weed and more of this dude. We'll do it.
All right,
All
you're
right,
gonna need
you
this
need
drip
this,
system, this
this,
irrigation
and of
meter.
course
You're gonna
this.
need one of these.
I am your sunshine, your only sunshine.
Whoa, what are you doing? Sloppy side bud removal requires penalization. Here, let me. All right, Bobby. Game day is tomorrow. You're in the single vase category, so you gotta pick one player to send in.
This one's pretty.
Not according to the book. If you go by the checklist, this one's perfect.
But I like how mine's a little off-center. It's got wabi-sabi.
You can't win an argument by making up words.
Wabi-sabi is an Eastern tradition, Dad. It's celebrating the beauty in what's flawed. Like the crack in the Liberty Bell or the mole on Cindy Crawford's face.
The Liberty Bell is great, but come on, if it was in a contest with a bunch of bells without cracks, it would lose.
But sometimes it's the small imperfections that make you love something even more. So what if this rose is a little too short, a little too wide? It's got more personality than those other ones.
Uh-huh, but we're out to win.
Ah, Morgan, my former student. Your flower looks like an anus with a stem. What do you call it?
Hello, Monroe. I crossed an Oakington ruby with a dainty Bess. I call it a ruby, my dear, but I might as well call it sending you home crying to your mama. Yes.
Dude, all these roses remind me of my mom's tattoo, but they don't smell like arm.
You better let me do that, son.
Nice, dude, nice.
Okay, I'm just gonna give it a final mist so it'll look like morning dew is dripping off its velvet petals.
But I must say, nicely spiraled center. Good work, kid.
You hear that, Bobby? You could win this thing.
Dude, that $1 million is ours.
There's no cash prize.
It's just for honor, dude.
Dude, that honor is ours.
Dad, why don't we turn it a little to the side so this leaf looks like it's waving to the judge?
Well, all the pictures in the book are from this angle.
But if it's turned away just a little, it's more coy, like, have we been properly introduced? Here, like this.
Hands off. You're queering the spiral.
Come on, it's my... Oh!
Oh, dang it, Bobby. It's bruised.
Oh, you tweaked our rose.
Cheers. Nice.
Oh, God, I'm gonna have to remove interior petals. Get me my deckle-edged shears and my stamp tongs.
Oh!
Shears down. Nice stature. Quite voluptuous for a floribunda. Arrow straight stem, fine balance, and proportion. What is that?
That's nothing.
You pulled a petal, didn't you? You pulled an interior petal.
Yes.
That's too bad. Otherwise, the rose is truly flawless.
No, wait. Haven't you ever heard of that Oriental deal that says that something can be wrong with something, but it just makes it better?
Yeah, dude, wabi-sabi.
Right, that. It's like that model with the wart on her face. Isn't she pretty?
Sorry, it's flawed. You lose.
You're a loser, which means I'm a loser, which means my dad was right. You blew it, man.
Oh, I wish I had my Tibetan prayer beads. I'd hog-tie you and leave you to rot.
But what about Lao Tzu?
Lao Tzu lived in a hut and ate straw.
And Queen of Show to Ruby, my dear.
Queen of Show, baby! Yeah! Who's the queen? You know it!
Dad, no! Don't bury my roses! It was my fault, not theirs.
I'm planting them, Bobby.
But I didn't win.
Well, that's okay. The Cowboys don't win every year, but I'm still a big fan. And they have gun and drug problems.
I was thinking about it, and my singing didn't really help the roses. My voice just isn't that good. But check this out.
Son.
Yeah, Dad?
You've got a lot of wabi-sabi.
The latest forecast says that this stagnant low-pressure trough will produce a fourth straight day of rain. And it looks like there's a...
Any of you guys have that thing when you wake up in the morning and see the rain and cry?
Cheer up, Bill. You'll be dead soon. Looks like the end of days is upon us. See?
Hold on, I think we're going from flood watch to flood warning.
The National Weather Service reports water levels at the upper Brazos River are rising dangerously, causing flood warnings to be issued for all low-lying areas, including Heimlich and Travis counties.
Okay, evacuation plan A, everyone. I want an orderly, efficient egress to the shelter at Tom Landry Middle School.
Yeah. Out of my way, Boomhauer! Find land, plant this. I will meet you at the rendezvous.
Did Uncle Hank order a duck? Because there's one in the mailbox.
The flood's coming! Why are you all just standing around? We've got to get to the shelter. We'll be safe there.
Bobby, I need you to calm down. You know I'm Red Cross certified to be the shelter leader, and I promise you everything is going to be okay. Now go pack one suitcase and no stuffed animals. Okay, one stuffed animal. not the bunny.
Come on, Mr. Trucker.
They say one of the big problems in a shelter is people often get shelter shock, where they become dependent and childlike. We don't have a lot of room for error with Bobby.
Don't worry, Hank. Bobby will not go baby on my watch. I'll put pepper on his thumbs just in case.
Okay, now I've got to do a final sweep of the neighborhood and then get the pets to a kennel on higher ground. I'm counting on you and Luann to wrap everything up and get to the shelter.
It's like God took our picture before he kills us.
Go, go, go!
Come on, Bill, time to go. What in the hell? Dang it, as shelter leader, one of my duties is to keep you from drowning.
Maybe I'll float.
Bill, get up and let Peggy take you to the shelter. That's an order.
If you say so.
Now, Peggy's a little stressed out, so don't stare at her while she drives. Remember, Lady Bird, the other dogs will be looking to you for leadership. Be strong. Dang it, I need to find higher ground.
Man, chaos already ruling. This like when City of Luang Prabang fall, and we snag sweet diplomatic license plates.
This is our chance to get prime real estate. But where?
The heights! Run! Connie, break it!
I always thought I'd die in this gym.
Bobby, please stop being so dramatic. Everything will be just fine. Oh my God, I have 3 socks and no underwear.
Hello? Hello, anybody here? Oh my God, the red phone.
Dang it, Everett, were you off combing your mustache? I need a status report.
Everett's not here. This is Hank Hill, Assistant Manager, Strickland Propane.
Everett's gone? All right, listen, this is T. Beck Minzemeyer with the Upper Brazos River Authority. The storm's knocked out all our remote sensors, so I'm gonna need your help.
Sir, I have mentally rehearsed many emergency talk-through scenarios. Go ahead.
Okay, check the monitors. Do you see any damage to the face of the dam?
Oh, God, I am seeing some hairline cracks, yes.
That's okay, they're always there. But if they start getting too big, you'll have to open the floodgate.
I could open it now just to be safe.
No! I mean, no. The rain could still let up. Open that floodgate now and a dozen homes and businesses are gone.
Oh, okay, I won't open the floodgate.
Now don't get bullheaded about it. Keep the gate closed too long and the dam could break. All of South Arlen would be destroyed.
Okay, so I'll open the floodgate, but only if...
Look, I got a bass boat stuck in a turbine at the LBJ Dam. You're just gonna have to use your best judgment on this.
Fresh cinnamon rolls, courtesy of the Emergency Operations Center. You thought you might be getting hungry.
I could eat.
Nice. You'll make sure these get inside, right?
Dad, are we gonna be okay?
Okay. Joseph, how does being the best-looking kid on Earth sound to you? Because that's what you're going to be when I'm done building an ark for you, your mother, and me. Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's food! The army guys got food for us!
That smells delicious.
Who's in charge here?
I don't know. I guess the army guy.
Actually, it's supposed to be Hank, but he's
Look,
not...
we've got a situation at the East Shelter, so you're gonna have to hold the fort for a while. Here's your shelter kit. Here's your satellite phone. If you need to talk to the Emergency Ops Center, just hit speed dial #1.
Speed dial, #1. Hey, it worked!
So, until Uncle Hank gets here, Mr. Doughtree is going to be our leader?
God help us.
Mom, can I go play hide and seek with Joseph?
Hide and seek? Oh my God, it's happening. Bobby, grow up. Now here's the school's master key. Go to the teacher's lounge, have some coffee, and bitch about your friends.
Okay.
The updated forecast calls for continued heavy rain.
Good Lord, are the cracks getting bigger?
Open the floodgate and a dozen homes and businesses are gone, or the dam breaks and all of South Ireland will be destroyed.
Oh, God, what do I do?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Jerry?
I love Jerry. Good call, Bill.
Bill, Hank still isn't here. Where is he? I think Bobby's got shelter shock. He's reverting. Where is Hank?
Now, Peggy, I'm sure Hank is fine.
You are?
Yes, I am.
Oh, so everything's gonna be okay?
That's right. Now, why don't you lay down in bed and I'll get you a nice hot bowl of chicken soup. How does that sound?
Well, that does sound nice. I'll need a spoon.
It's also a fork for those nice bits of chicken. Shelter Leader Doughtree here. Now see, people, I've just been informed that a wall of water from Tutrappy Dam has destroyed several homes on River Oaks Drive and may have reached the new outlet mall.
We live on River Oaks.
My father-in-law mall walks at that mall.
Hank, you're alive.
Did everyone who lives below the dam get here okay?
Don't worry, Hank. They're all safe. I saw to that.
Oh, thank God. You saw to that?
Yep. I'm the shelter leader.
But I'm supposed to...
No, I got the phone.
What, so they made you the leader? Is everyone taking turns, or... Yeah, well, we'll get this all straightened out. I'm just glad I made it out of there. It was horrible. But at least I was able to save South Ireland.
How'd you do that?
Well, I opened the floodgate to relieve the pressure on the dam.
Wait, you opened the floodgate?
He's the Arlen Flooder!
You heartless bastard.
All right, people, easy. I'm sure Hank has a good explanation for destroying your homes and outlet mall.
Well, I was authorized by T. Beck Minzemeyer to...
You made that name up.
No, the phone was ringing, the red phone.
Oh, and who was on the other end? Commissioner Gordon?
No, listen. I was watching the cracks. They went from hairline cracks to very thick hairline cracks.
Hank, I went to bat for you. An excuse like that makes us both look bad.
Hey, let's go to the girls' locker room and stand where naked girls have stood.
Okay. Wait, I'm not so sure about my yearbook photo. I think in 10 or 15 years, I might regret wearing that headband. Or maybe I won't. Come on!
I already told you, the dam had cracks.
Every dam has cracks, stupid.
You tell him, Everett. Everett's been working at that dam for 20 years, and we never lost a single home on his watch.
Everett? Wait a minute, you're the guy who abandoned his post.
Hey, don't make this about Everett.
Now, come on, people. I've known Hank Hill almost all my life, and if he was afraid...
I was not afraid. I had a difficult decision to make, but I weighed the choices and I acted.
In other words...
Hey, you take that noise back. You don't know anything about this because you left your post.
Yeah, well, maybe if I'd stayed at my post, we'd still have an outlet mall.
Look, in my training to be the shelter leader...
Bill's the shelter leader.
Ready? I'm about to make love to the camera.
Man, I never noticed how much you blink.
Ah, most desirable address in all of Jim is ours. Yes, people admire us, but how do we make them fear us?
Roger that, yeah.
The man who controls the phone controls the shelter. Control the man who controls the phone, Con.
Understood.
I see. Mm-hmm. Beef stroganoff. I'll inform my people.
Isn't that like the president reading a school lunch menu? Surely a man in your position has more global concerns.
Well, I could use someone to...
I'll get Bullhorn.
Bill? In charge? I mean, Bill?
Hank, do you have any loose floorboards I could scavenge for my Ark's gangplank? Joseph's been looking a little mutinous lately.
Dale, put that stuff back.
You're not the boss of me. Bill's the boss of me, and he says my plan is bold and innovative.
Dang it. Someone's got to snap this place into shape. These are for emergencies. The electricity could go off at any moment.
Hey, why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Okay. We just had lunch. We're supposed to be rationing our food in case supplies get interrupted. Dang it, Bill, you can't be monkeying around with the emergency phone. Suppose the EOC is trying to get through with important information.
I gotta tell you, Hank, those guys think everything's an emergency.
Bill, give me the phone. You can keep the hat and the road flares, but you can't be trusted with our only lifeline to the outside world.
Let go, Hank. Stop it. You're creating a panic. Con! Con, get your men.
Con has men?
Take Hank to the cage.
There's a cage?
Come on.
You can't do this. Let go of me. Hey!
Parents, tell your children they can sleep soundly tonight. Shelter leader Dotrieve has locked up the Arlen Flutter.
Come on, Hill. Gotta stay in shape. Give me 3 more good ones.
I swear, I don't know how all the toilet paper got under my cot.
God dang it, Bill. What's gotten into you? You are out of control.
Strong leaders always make enemies, and that's why they make strong cages.
Cage was my idea. Ironic, huh?
Okay, lazy bones. Time for breakfast.
Well, where's Hank?
Hank went with Con to work up a skit about hygiene.
That sounds like Hank.
Your hillbilly pal is drunk on power for once instead of corn squeezins.
I should have taken control the minute I walked in here.
Oh, so you have eye on top job.
No, but, I mean, look at us.
Don't worry, I support cool. And then maybe you'll give me 5 minutes alone with Sticky Bun Cart.
Look, we need to get out of here, Con. Give me a hand.
So, Nancy, what do you think of my Ark? Pretty yar, huh?
Oh, it's real yar, Shug. Now climb on down and get something to eat.
Okay, attention, people. It seems that we're all out of cinnamon sticky buns.
But the children love them.
You said we'd never run out of cinnamon sticky buns.
Well, we had plenty, but Hank ate them. That's right. But don't worry. I have procured enough Carnation instant breakfast for everyone.
Oh, you mighty behemoth!
Okay, let's find a beaker for the science club shot.
What the? doing? You can't just stick pictures of yourselves in the yearbook.
Take it up with the class president.
Do you know how much trouble you could get into for submitting fraudulent clubs and activities pages?
No.
But these yearbooks won't come out until we already graduate, right?
I call prom queen!
That's right, hayseeds. Keep watching your food. You don't want to eat your fingers.
Shut up, Con. Let's get out of here.
Thanks for the tip, Con.
What? You show terrible judgment in trusting me. How can I follow you? Can I have my bullhorn back now?
Sure, the batteries are dead, but you can wave it around.
Oh, no.
Hank, what am I gonna do with you? I may just have to break out the dodgeballs and let the crowd have at you.
Will you listen to yourself, Bill? You sound like some kind of crazed gym teacher. Is that the kind of leader you want to be?
I didn't seek the hard hat. The hard hat was thrust upon me.
Fair enough, but dang it, this rain is going to stop sometime, and when it does... Oh, Bill, did it already stop?
It's still muggy out.
Bill, you got lucky. The flood ended before we used up all our food and toilet paper, but now it's time to do your job. The goal of a shelter leader is to get these people out of the shelter and back to their real lives.
But my real life sucks.
Bill, you've done a good job of keeping people happy, mostly by turning them against me, but this is your chance to go out on top. You could be like Ted Williams. Heck, people are still fighting over his frozen head.
Everyone, I have an announcement. But first, I'd like to say that it's been an honor leading all of you. When I first... The flood is over.
Wow, the Armageddon is beautiful. It smells so fresh.
Is it safe? What about upriver?
You can all go home.
Oh, Mr. Trunkers, there you are. Let's go.
His name is Peanuts.
They don't need me anymore.
Well, that means you did your job, Bill.
Go on, CJ. Ask the nice man.
Could you come talk to my scout troop? The topic is what it takes to be a good leader.
Oh, and is this yours?
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Flutter.
Ah. It's gonna be a beautiful sunset.
Yep, it is. You should have seen the rainbow yesterday.
Once upon a time, in a small, quiet village by the sea, there lived a poor fisherman named Jiro. Jiro lived in a tiny, old cottage at the edge of the village with his wife, Hannah. They had very little money, but they were happy because they loved each other deeply. Every day, Jiro would go out to the sea in his small, wooden boat and catch fish to sell at the market. One day, as Jiro was fishing, he felt a strong tug on his fishing line. He pulled with all his might, and to his surprise, he caught a beautiful golden fish. The fish shimmered in the sunlight, its scales glittering like jewels. Just as Jiro was about to put the fish into his basket, the fish spoke. "Please, kind fisherman," the fish said, "let me go. I am not an ordinary fish. I am a magic fish, and if you set me free, I will grant you 3 wishes." Jiro was astonished. He had never seen a talking fish before, let alone one that could grant wishes. After thinking for a moment, Jiro said, "Very well, I will let you go. You are too beautiful to eat. And I have no need for 3 wishes." The fish splashed its tail with joy. "Thank you, Jiro. You are kind-hearted. But I insist, take the 3 wishes. Whenever you decide what you wish for, just say it aloud, and it will be granted." With that, the fish jumped back into the sea, leaving Jiro amazed and confused. He returned to his cottage and told his wife, Hannah, about the magical fish and the 3 wishes. Hannah's eyes widened with excitement. 3 wishes, she exclaimed. "Oh, Jiro, think of what we could do. We could wish for a bigger house, fine clothes, and a banquet fit for a king." Jiro, however, was more cautious. "Let's not be hasty, Hannah," he said. "We should think carefully about what we truly need. The first wish, a better life." For the next few days, Jiro and Hannah talked about their wishes. They wanted to make sure they wished for something that would bring them true happiness. Finally, they decided on their first wish. They wished for a comfortable home with enough food and clothes to last them forever. Jiro stood by the sea and made the wish aloud, "I wish for a comfortable home with plenty of food and clothes for my wife and me." In an instant, their old cottage was transformed. It became a lovely, cozy house with a thatched roof and a garden full of vegetables and fruit trees. Inside, the shelves were filled with food, and their wardrobes were stocked with beautiful clothes. Jiro and Hannah were overjoyed. They invited their neighbors over for a feast to celebrate their new home and shared their good fortune with everyone. The second wish, more than enough. Jiro and Hannah were happy with their new life. They had everything they needed, but as time passed, Hannah began to grow restless. "Jiro," she said one evening, "our house is lovely, but what if we wished for more? What if we could be rich and live in a grand palace like the king? Then we could really help the villagers and make our lives even better." Jiro was hesitant. "We already have more than enough," he said. "Why should we want more?" But Hannah's words planted a seed of curiosity in Jiro's mind. After all, they still had 2 wishes left. Perhaps they could wish for a little more. The next day, Jiro went to the sea and made their second wish. "I wish for great wealth so that we can help others and live even more comfortably," Jiro said aloud. At that moment, their house was transformed again. It became a grand palace with tall towers, golden walls, and sparkling windows. Jiro and Hannah were now dressed in fine clothes made of silk and velvet, and they had servants to take care of them. Bags of gold coins filled their treasury, and they had more money than they could ever spend. Jiro and Hannah were delighted. They used their wealth to help the villagers, building a school, a hospital, and fixing the roads. Everyone admired them for their generosity, and they became very popular in the village. The third wish, a lesson learned. Despite their newfound wealth and happiness, Jiro and Hannah began to feel uneasy. People came to them daily, asking for money or favors, and soon Jiro and Hannah found themselves surrounded by people who only wanted to take advantage of their generosity. They no longer had the peace and quiet they once enjoyed. Their friends and neighbors, who once visited them out of genuine friendship, now came only to ask for more. One day, Hannah said to Jiro, "I feel like we've lost something important. We have everything we wished for, but I miss the simple life we had before. I miss our old cottage and the way people used to visit us because they cared about us, not because they wanted something." Jiro nodded. He, too, felt the weight of their wealth. "Maybe we made a mistake," he said. "Maybe we should use our last wish to go back to the way things were." Hannah agreed. So Jiro went back to the sea, where he had first met the golden fish. "Magic fish," he called out, "we have one wish left. We wish to go back to our old cottage and live a simple, happy life again." As soon as the words left his mouth, the palace disappeared. And Jiro and Hannah found themselves standing in front of their small, old cottage. Everything was as it had been before, but they felt a great sense of relief. They were happy to be back in their familiar home. The fish's wisdom. As Jiro and Hannah stood by the sea, the golden fish appeared once more, its scales shimmering in the sunlight. "You have used your wishes wisely," said the fish. "Wealth and luxury are not the true sources of happiness. True happiness comes from love, contentment, and being surrounded by people who care about you for who you are, not for what you have." Jiro and Hannah nodded, understanding the wisdom in the fish's words. Thank you, kind fish, Jiro said. You have taught us a valuable lesson. We are grateful for what we have and will cherish it always. The fish smiled and disappeared into the depths of the sea, leaving Jiro and Hannah standing hand in hand, feeling grateful for their simple, happy life. A happy ending. From that day on, Jiro and Hannah lived peacefully in their little cottage by the sea. They still helped their neighbors whenever they could, but they did so without the burden of wealth and expectations. They found joy in the simple things, a warm meal, a beautiful sunset, and the love they shared. They became known in the village not for their riches but for their kindness and wisdom. And every now and then, when they sat by the sea, they would remember the golden fish and the 3 wishes, grateful for the happiness they had found in their simple life. The end.